Yeah. We all live. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on the reload. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on the reload. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino.
Whatever the fuck you want to say don't mean I gotta listen to it and not stop talking because you want to talk.
Yeah. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Talk about it. Pull up a chair, this your people. Talk about it. Real life, real laughs on the reload. Talk about it. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Talk about it. Pull up a chair, this your people. Talk about it. Real life, real laughs on the reload. Talk about it. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino.
Come on, Latino, you gotta stop supporting this shit, OG.
Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Good afternoon, wherever you reside. We'll be talking about a couple things today. We'll be talking about what's next for Carmelo and his family. And we'll be talking about Jay-Z's hair apparently is a trend. It's trending now online, which I have my things to say about it. And as well, Clyde Davis dies at the age of, what's up, man? Clyde Davis dies at the age of 94. We'll be getting into Clyde Davis. I really think he's a piece of shit. That's just me. I could be wrong. Everybody can feel whatever they want to feel about somebody. That's excuse me. They're entitled to that. So let's start the show.
The music industry lost a titan today. Clive Davis nurtured artists across nearly every major genre for more than half a century.
Nurtured. It's kind of a proper word to use, right? You would think, right? Nurture in what sense? Because this guy.
It was once said Clive Davis lived for 3.5 minutes of magic. From the debuts of Whitney Houston, name dropped by Aerosmith, Davis was himself a star, an unparalleled hitmaker.
Damn, even with Carlos Santana, damn, I did not know that. Damn, this guy, shit. Woo. Wow, a lot of stars with this guy, man. Damn. The only ones that I really know of is like Whitney Houston and fuck, I can't forget this guy. I always forget this guy's name. But damn, I did not know that, you know. Shit, and P. Diddy, that's who it was. P. Diddy. He's the one that got P. Diddy the money to start the label. But damn, I did not know, you know, all these stars, bro. Jesus Christ.
for the industry and stayed there for almost 70 years. Davis grew up in Brooklyn, the son of a traveling tie salesman.
Never knew I had ears, never knew that I could hear a hit record, never knew that I could discover an artist. But this is one of the lucky breaks that.
Shit, I have that talent. I know when a hit is going to be a hit. Like I could hear it the first time on the radio or the first time off radio or the first time the album came out. And I could hear it maybe 2 to 3 times just to get a good feel of the song. And right there and then you can figure it out. If it's catchy, that's a major thing. Like if a song is catchy, bro, forget about it. It's a hit because people are going to sing along. You know what I mean?
Occur in life.
He got a scholarship to Harvard to become a lawyer and started in Columbia Records legal department at the age of 28. He rose to become its president thanks to his, quote, golden ear, and struck gold, embracing the rock and roll revolution, signing artists including Janis Joplin.
I mean,
Yeah, a lot of these artists is I don't know, man, but they all end up in the same destination, don't they?
really raised the hair on your arms and sent those proverbial tingles up your spine. There are epiphanies that could happen in life that change you. And this was an epiphany for me.
His career changed throughout, and at times he became a lightning rod. In the 1970s, Columbia Records fired him and accused him of stealing money. He was charged on a number of counts and indicted on tax evasion. He also clashed with some of his artists, but he always said his focus was the songs.
Yeah, the songs. Your focus was the song, which made you money in turn. You really didn't care too much about these artists. Yeah, man. Like, R.I.P. to you, bro. But shit, a lot of artists has had problems with you in the past, man. I just say it. But R.I.P. to you. Here's Stevie Wonder with his words. Jesus Christ, man.
We're losing the best and we're keeping the worst. When you think about Clive, you think about the parties and celebrations that he had, the nights before the Grammys. He would honor various artists. That's just a wonderful thing. I think that we need that energy. We really do.
A lot of artists, what do they get from a Clive Davis? I mean, what does that kind of a working relationship, what does it add to them? What does he bring to the table that the artist, that helps the artist?
He, I think, gave them unconditional appreciation for their talent, for their gift. He would go through any windows, any doors, any places to get them heard. It wasn't about, well, we can't play them on this on this station, or we can't this. It was as the world should be. It should be color free. I think the worst thing about people in this world is that you let your vision blind you. And
damn, unintended, I guess.
And when I say that, we have so many examples of how people are doing that more and more. And this is why we have the divide based on something that we really have no control over. But he, with having an appreciation for music, for talent, he could feel it. And he welcomed the greatness of those artists that he's discovered.
I'm going to agree and disagree with you, Stevie. Respectfully. Yeah, I mean, shit, it's easy for a person that is connected to get somebody off and going, you know what I mean? And that's one thing he had. Don't get me wrong. Like, shit, he's connected. He can make me into a star if he was alive today. He can make me into a star tomorrow. I mean, that's just the type of power these people got, man. It is what it is. I mean, did they work themselves to get there? Yeah. I mean, one could say, right? You had to do stuff to get up there, right? God knows what this man, was capable of. So, I mean, shit. But I will add again, It's much easier for these people to make stars when they're connected, bro. It's not that hard. You can make shit. You can make Solid Snake a star tomorrow.
Your career with her has been very well documented. I want to hear about times that you and her may have disagreed. So let's say that Whitney had a particular idea for something and she pushed back on you.
The one time, I think we were doing the second album, I played her a song written no less by the great Kenny Edmonds, Babyface. Why does it hurt so bad? She says, that's not me. I said, well, let's have fun with this, because she had never said no. I said, well, what is it about why does it hurt so bad that you don't? She said, if a guy betrays me, if a guy is unfaithful to me, if a guy rejects me, A, my religion tells me, have confidence in yourself. This is not the right guy for you.
Hilarious. Hilarious that she stated this shit to this guy. Hilarious. We all know the story now.
B, I know in my heart this is not the right guy for me. And so I would just move on. I said, this just shows how spoiled you are. Because let me tell you, that song is universal truth. Babyface wrote universal truth. And if you're the average person in a monogamous relationship with somebody, and that person rejects you or betrays you, you're hurt. And you hurt bad. She said, well, okay, first time we disagreed, we moved on. When she left, I called Babyface up. I said, Kenny, Whitney doesn't feel the song is for me. Normally, you can't ask a writer to put something on hold because that's how they make money. But Whitney's first album had just sold 26 million copies. And
no bullshit, that album was fire, bro. Every fucking song. Every song. It was just like Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. Every track. And I love albums like that. Like, for instance, Drake's new album that he has out, Iceman. Like, aside from the intro and maybe 2 other tracks in there, I think all the tracks are fire. All of them. It's crazy. Like, out of the other 2 other albums, I really didn't take a really good listen to it. But there's another song I like. It's called WNBA by Drake. But Iceman itself, that whole album, bro, there's probably maybe like 2 or 3 tracks that I don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? But the whole album is good. And that's when you know these people took their time.
he said, of course, I'll leave it for you. So I put the demo with the lyric sheet in the upper right-hand drawer. Fast forward, I think about 5 years, okay? I get a call from Whitney. Let's have lunch. She said, I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to come in and be with you. I said, okay. So she came in with her hamburger and Coca-Cola. And she said, I didn't want to tell you on the phone. I'm leaving Bobby. I'm getting a divorce. I'm not blaming either party for the well-known mutuality of drug use, but I listened.
Shit, I'm going to blame Bobby on that one, bro. I'm sorry. Man, Bobby was performing. I don't remember if it was BET. I don't recall, but he was performing. He was just doing this little hoppity dance thing all around the stage, you know, and fucking rocking the shoulders and shit. And all of a sudden, a fucking a 20 bag of fucking Coke falls down on the stage, and then this guy does like a twirl, and he picks the shit up and pretends like he didn't drop it. He's just back to dancing. That shit was fucking hilarious.
And she said, it's just one hurt too much and one betrayal. too much, so I'm getting divorced. So we chatted about that, obviously. She said, only once in our career together, I didn't feel the song was right for me. Who recorded that song? I said, no one. She said, no one. How could that be? I said, I put it on hold. Really? What was the name of it? I told her the name. Why does it hurt so bad? I took it out of the upper right-hand drawer where I had left it. She said, let's play it. And I played it with her reading the lyric sheet. She said, I'm ready. She said, I'm ready to record it. I understand it now because I hurt real bad.
So she had to feel it in order to embrace the song and actually make it. I mean, hey, that's what artists do. But it's so funny that he spoke highly of Whitney, but then he treated her like this the day of her dying. So check this out.
Now, I've made it no secret that I just thought it was in poor taste for you to continue with the pre-Grammy party when Whitney's body was still upstairs in the hotel room. Remember, Whitney passed away the same day as Clive, your annual party. Why did you go on and have the party? Just asking.
Well, you're a very small minority because if you knew Whitney better, you knew she was not there to perform.
Yeah.
This was her favorite night of the year. She came out every year. This party was so part of her.
So you're saying that
so that the family, we spoke to representatives of Pat, who was a manager, and Gary, who was her brother.
Her body was still upstairs.
But we dedicated.
Yeah, like, bro, come on, man. Like, what you mean you're dedicated, bro? What kind of shit, ritual, sacrifice type of shit is this, man? Like, how you gonna tell me this woman just died upstairs, bro? And you're like, hey, the party must go on. It's like, what kind of shit is that? Don't get me wrong. There's been incidences where I've had, shit like that happen where, for instance, like we were partying, when was it? We were partying and so my college buddy, right? He had a party, bro, at his house on when was it? The 15th or some shit of April. It's basically, the Boston Marathon, right? So all them college kids in BU, BC, all that area around there, they all, they get together and shit because it's a day off, because of the marathon goes through, all of Boston and shit. So they really can't get anywhere, so they just cancel school. So they throw early morning parties, bro, like where we start grilling at 9 a.m, start popping beers and shit. And that there was one day where the Boston Marathon, you guys all heard it. There was a bombing, and boom, 3 people died, and the fucking Zanaev brothers were on the run for 3 days or some shit, and the city was shut down. But anywho, we were partying, bro, and when that happened, dude, I shit you not, my friend, dude, he was like, okay, so what you want us to do about it? And I'm like, I don't know, man, but like all the girls and everybody else is like panic. It's like, oh shit, a terrorist attack, like what the fuck? Everybody's all panicking and shit. And my friend just goes like, he gets on the table, it's like, everybody, that did not happen here, it happened over there. Let's continue the party. And I'm just like looking at him at the same time, like, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, I'm like, bro, like, what you mean continue to party, bro? Like there was just a bombing not far away from us, bro. Like, and you're just telling people to like continue drinking and smoking and partying and dancing, and come on, man. It's just wild, dude. But I get it, because it was a party that had, the bombing thing had nothing to do with us. And that's acceptable, but it's like, fuck, dude. Like, come on, man. You can't be a piece of shit. Especially if you know Whitney, because we did not know anybody that got, killed in that whole bombing in Boston. We did not know anybody there. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that it happened and people got injured and lost limbs and shit. But we really didn't know anybody there. Like if we knew somebody there, like let's say, I think it would be a different story for my friend. I think that he would not climb up on that table and tell us to continue to party. You understand? Clyde Davis actually knew Whitney Houston. He did business with this woman. They had a friendship. And for him to be just like my friend and climb on that table and say, hey, what are we doing? So what that Whitney died? Let's continue partying. It's kind of fucked up. It's not kind of fucked up. It's fucked up.
Whitney would have wanted this party to go on any more than
No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't, dude. No, she wouldn't, dude. Yeah, man, Wendy, bro. The reason why you ain't gonna see her, bro, is because she keep it 100, bro. Like she ghetto as fuck, of course she is, but she keeps it 100, bro. I mean, dude, like the party is hosted by him, dude. Every year, you heard it. In the first video I played, if you were here, from PBS. He threw this party every year at the Grammys. Every year. And the year, I guess, that she died, she was, in the hotel room. And boom, she dies of an OD, and they continue their party. But it's funny. A lot of people don't even, I always like to mention this. And it's just interesting. I don't know, to me. But you know who was her boyfriend at the time? Her boyfriend at the time was Ray J. Ray J. And it's alleged. I'm just speculating here. It's alleged because this is what I hear from, certain circles, that Ray J is that guy. Ray J is that guy that will get you what you need. Uppers, downers, left, right, whatever you need, man, when it comes to that type of shit. Alleged. And this is probably why the guy's so fucking cooked in the fucking head, bro. It's ridiculous, man. What's up, Untrackable? Hope you're having a good afternoon. Yeah, man, but he if he really cared about Whitney Houston, he'll stop partying, dude. Like, I don't know, out of respect, you know what I'm saying? If those other people want to continue to party, fine, that's them. But him, as an individual that has done business with this woman in the past, like, out of respect, you should have just been like, yeah, I'm not feeling good. But nope, not him.
On the day that Whitney was found dead, Clyde Davis's pre-Grammy party that Houston had been expected to attend went ahead. It went ahead. And this is where it gets really, really sick for me. And this is where I struggle with a lot of it, right? I want to bring in some more images because here's the thing. I'm going to be really clear here. I believe that Whitney Houston was killed, right? I'm just going to say it there.
Bro, I'm the one that I think so too. I just think so too. Like look. This is the thing. They say that she died of an OD, but she was in a bathtub. The bathtub had water. Who is to say that maybe she was drugged and I don't know, maybe they just, put her head a little bit under the water, left her ass in there, and then, who knows?
Straight off the bat, right there, I believe that Whitney Houston was killed. And at Clive Davis's party, as I say, it went ahead. There's this huge party every year that takes place at the Beverly Hills Hilton.
Every year.
You know who owns the Beverly?
Every year he throws this party, dude. Every year. I'm telling you. Every year. For like the past, 30, 40 years now, he's been throwing this party. And I get it that, it's like, shit, I got a 45, 50 year run throwing these parties. Now to cancel is crazy. But damn, man. In the first video that we played, you called this woman a friend.
Hills Hilton, right? The Hilton family, and that includes Paris Hilton. Here's actually Clive Davis at his party when his protege is lying dead upstairs, and they left her upstairs until 1:35 in the morning. From 3:30 in the afternoon and 3:55 when she was pronounced dead, they left her upstairs above.
You want to know what's so funny, bro? Another thing I've noticed when it comes to these type of situations, they only seem to bring out like the coroner van. Like you never see like police. Like the same thing with Michael Jackson shit. Like all you saw was ambulances and like in the coroner van. And you just like never see like, I don't know, a detective car or something around. I don't know. I may be crazy, but like every time I see these things, you just don't see it. It's like I wonder why.
Of the party, right? Her dead body. If that doesn't sound sacrificial
Like they got their own
and
people, bro.
ritualistic, I don't know what does. Right? I don't know what does. Okay. And so the thing is about Whitney Houston is absolutely no comment about Whitney would be complete without the mention of Clyde.
Man, Whitney, yo, listen, Whitney Houston, I love this great country of ours. But the greatest national anthem of all time was her in the Olympics, bro. Hands down. Oh, still to this day, there's nobody that can beat that. There's no comparison. And I've listened to so many national anthems being sung by females and shit. And trust me, bro, there's some that butcher it that I just feel like, you know, running down from wherever the hell I am and just drop kicking them right in the face. It's just like you just disrespected the shit out of all of us just now. Don't do that. If you're gonna sing it right. And if you're gonna add adjustments to it, then make sure that those adjustments hits. You know what I'm saying? Or if not, just leave it the way it is, man. Just don't play with it. Cause I really take that shit serious. I really get offended. Like if you want to do that to the Dominican national anthem, fine. I really don't give a shit. Like it's whatever. Cause I really don't even like that. When I told my wife, she's like, "Oh, it's crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, I really don't. Y'all shit sound like y'all Mexicans or something. Like why y'all singing for Mexico when it's DR, man? Sound the same fucking thing. Like if you listen to it and then you listen to it sounds the same. And I'm just like, yo, like what are we doing? But anywho, the best national anthem I've ever heard in my life, sang by a person, was Whitney Houston in the Olympics. I'm gonna look that video up.
Davis, okay, he's a music industry titan. As I said, he's been influencing people with music for many years. He was the big boss at Arista Records, which he founded, and he did discover Whitney as such. And the pre-Grammy party, well, guess who was there? Diddy was at that pre-Grammy party, as indeed was Britney Spears, Tony Bennett, Diana Ross, Jessie J. And it was really this. Here's what's kind of sick. Davis told the crowd, simply put, Whitney would have wanted the music to go on and her family asked that we carry on. Well, that's not what Shaka Khan says. Shaka Khan was interviewed by CNN and she refused to go to that party. And she said, absolutely not. It shouldn't have gone ahead. She said, no, Whitney would not have said the show must go on. She's the kind of woman who would have said, stop everything, I'm not going to be there. They should have stopped it. They didn't stop it because it was for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they really did not care about that woman, bro. Who the hell knows if it was you know, a money situation. You know, like this is the thing. A lot of people don't seem to understand this shit, bro. With most of these rappers nowadays, you know what these record labels do? They put a life insurance on these rappers, bro, just because they know some way, somehow, bro, they could end up dead by an overdose, getting shot, or whatever, bro. So they have a policy on these people, bro. And it's so crazy that the companies can put a policy, even if the artist suicides, right? Like they still make money off of the artist, bro. But it's so crazy that if you have that type of insurance, one of the things is that you can't commit suicide to get a payout. It's interesting how that works, bro. Like I saw this shit and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like how does that even fucking work? Like if it's no, it should be no both ways. But hey, it works like that. And this is why sometimes I'll be thinking like most of these people, I don't know, man. Like it's questionable. You get what I'm saying? Tampa Bay. Yeah, right here. God bless all of you guys, man. I really mean it. It's the greatest country in the world. That I know a lot of people get mad and they're like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that, bro. There's still racism and all that. And I'm like, bro, man, like, is a white man stopping you from eating today? No. Is a white man stopping you from going in the street? No. But they're locking us up. They're locking us up. And it's like, they're not locking me up. I'm not committing no crimes. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you don't want something to happen to you, bro, and you don't want to be part of the system, then literally don't be part of the system. Like, it's that simple. You don't want the system to fuck with you, then don't fuck with the system, bro. And like, that's like one of the best advice that my parents ever gave me, bro, at growing up. My mom and my dad always said the same thing. It's like, there's two things you don't want to mess with here in the United States. And they told this shit to all my brothers and my one sister that I have. Okay? Don't mess with the police and don't mess with the IRS. Have your shit, sign your dots and T's and make sure everything is correct. Basically, don't mess with the police. It's basically don't mess with the law, man. That's basically what they mean by that, because y'all just think it's just police. No, it's don't fuck with the law. Don't break the law. Don't do dumb shit that is going to come and bite you in the ass. And then you'll be all right in life. As long as you live good and you do good and you do good by yours and those around you, then you should be all right. That's the advice my parents gave me, and this is why I see the world the way I see it, bro. And a lot of people get mad with me. It's like, nah, because how is it that you Dominican and you got black and your dad black skin tone and you don't see racism? And it's like, because my dad don't see racism either, bro. I'm just saying, money is green and blue. And that's always been my dad's focus ever since he's gotten into this country. He never gave a fuck about black. He never gave a fuck about white. We never had these type of discussions ever, bro. Not my mom, not nothing. I mean, we did live. My grandma did live in Blue Hills. I'm talking about when the projects were there, like back in the 90s and shit. And that shit was fucking ghetto as fuck. And what would happen most of the time, right, would be, my grandma is a dark skin tone woman, and she would tell us, she'd be like, yo, just be careful playing with those little kids out there because, they like to have an attitude and get ratchet all of a sudden. So just be careful and beware. And she never told me not to play with them. She just told me just be careful how they move. And I was just like, that kind of installed some fear in me, right? As a kid, right? And I was like, yo, but like, why am I fearing another human? Well, by the time I was like 9, I was like, yo, I shouldn't fear no other human. It's a fucking other person just like me. So I just went based off the character, and that's basically what she was trying to tell me, and I couldn't understand it. Oh, my grandma racist? No, man, she just wanted me to be careful, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like I said, man, if we would have been living in Lynn next to them Cambodians, and them Cambodians be doing the same fucking shit, my grandma would have said the same goddamn thing. It's like, bro, I don't understand people in this country, bro. I don't know. Y'all look at race too much. I look at behavior.
About Whitney Houston's death, and you said you want to know who pushed her or let her slip under the water. Angered a lot of people, Nancy. They felt that you just went way too far.
Well, if you look at the entire sentence, I understand that some people would consider that jarring or harsh, but there is nothing delicate or nice about a murder, a death, an unexpected death, or an autopsy. And that is what autopsies are for. I know most people aren't exposed to medical examiners, autopsies, morgues, and medical examiner investigations. But that's why you have an autopsy, to determine when something looks to be not a natural death or an accidental death. Was it a murder? Was it a heart attack? Was it an overdose? That's what they were looking at. That's what they had to find out.
Yeah, but Nancy, can't you just say, you know what? I was wildly speculating, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it. It was.
And not only that, bro, these conglomerates are all in cahoots with media, newspapers, radio stations, you name it, dude.
Inappropriate. I mean, isn't that what you should be saying?
That is not speculation, Dan.
It's not speculation
Dan,
that she may have been pushed under the water?
Bro, like, this is why there has to be two different autopsies, bro. Like, I've always said this, bro. There has to be the autopsy that the government provides, right? Fine. And then a independent autopsy. And then now, if both autopsies come out and say, oh, shit, nothing happened here, then we got to let it go and move on. It's just that simple, right? But now, if we have the private autopsy, right, saying that, yeah, there might have been foul play here, then we're going to have to get what is that they call this shit in the government where they have to hire a private team to do the investigation, right? So we would need one of those type of autopsies, right, where somebody will come independent, not from the other side, and try to meet in the middle, and then have them do the autopsy. And if they come out to say that, okay, there's nothing here to see, then we move on. But if they say, shit, there is something here, then, dude, like, yeah, you just open Pandora's box. But they ain't gonna do it like that, because at that point, you're basically giving people control, bro.
I know that you probably have never tried a murder case or been in a morgue or attended an autopsy, but the reality is that's why you have an autopsy.
Yeah, I mean, it should be automatic. I mean, I'm pretty sure here in Massachusetts, it's like, it's the law. Like, it doesn't matter how you die, there's always going to be an autopsy. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the law here in Massachusetts. So I really don't know how it works where she died, but yeah, Hollywood is if it was Hollywood where the Grammys were being hosted, then yeah, it's man, Hollywood is just iffy.
You were, I think, going to go to the Clive Davis party. Yes. It was a surreal event where Whitney's body was still in the hotel, and there was this sort of party where apparently half the room were in tears, the other half were kind of partying. What did you feel about that?
I thought that was complete insanity. And knowing Whitney, I don't believe that she would have said, the show must go on. She was the kind of woman that was stop everything. I'm not going to be there. Mm-hmm. I don't know what could motivate a person.
Shit, based off of what I know about Whitney, she's the one that had to control everything, bro. How everything went, how everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's how most of these artists are, bro. It's the same thing with Michael Jackson, same thing with Prince, same thing with Drake, believe it or not. There's a person that puts the show together, but at the end of the day, when they're out there performing, they might switch a couple things themselves, bro. Like, it's just that's how it works, bro.
To have a party in a building where the person whose life he had influenced so enormously and whose life had been affected by her.
Or yeah.
They were like, I don't understand how that party went
I
on.
had Clive Davis by pure chance in here on Friday night with Jennifer Hudson, and he obviously worshipped Whitney, and I think he must have gone through agony when he heard this news, knowing it was 2 or 3 hours till this event.
Right.
And I think he took the decision to turn it into a tribute to her. And I understand that. I mean, he obviously was wrestling.
Yeah, how tribute, right? The same day that she died, dude. Literally 3 hours later. What kind of fucking tribute is that, dude?
I could have felt that.
The right thing to do.
That would have been right if it would really was a true tribute, and and a true tribute, might have been a truer, a more honest.
Facts. More truth, because you actually planned something for that. The fact of the matter is that you already had something else planned, and then you considered to turn it into that. It's kind of fucked up. It's a slap in her face, dude.
Tribute in my opinion, would have been maybe call everybody together. Let's say a prayer.
Yep.
And let's eat dinner and go home.
But that wasn't it, man. It was crazy Hollywood party, man. And it's like, damn, it's like you're celebrating the fucking death of fucking Whitney Houston, kind of. Like, it's fucked up, man. Piece of shit. Well, R.I.P. to him, man.
The worst celebrity like that you've been around is like the most full of sin. I know no sin is greater, but like just was like, damn, this
Clive Davis. Devil incarnate. Clive Davis. He Janis Joplin. He blackmailed Betty Wright so she wouldn't tell anybody that he Janis Joplin. He killed Whitney Houston.
Yeah, man. And then this is not too long ago before his death, when he was asked the question about P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Status of what?
P. Diddy. Diddy.
Like puppy. The status of puppy.
He says he can't hear.
What do you make of that situation?
He says he can't hear.
All right. No comment from Clive Davis on P. Diddy.
Yeah, that's a good way to use your old He said, I can't hear. He said, what? Who?
Gay Jew? Is it gay? You want to hear about the gay Jew now? Now you want to hear about the gay Jew? Is it gay Jew story time now? All right, Clive Davis, the gay Jew from Crown Heights, because where else would he be from, right? He went to Harvard on a full ride scholarship because God forbid Jews have to pay for anything. He was a member of Phi Beta Kappa, which I believe is the oldest fraternity in America. After he graduated from Phi Beta Kappa, he got his job through a fellow alum of Phi Beta Kappa, serving at a law firm by the name of Rosenman, Colin K. and Petschek and Freund, which you can imagine, is very Jewish. In fact, his first job at this law firm that was started by Samuel Irving Rosenman, a fellow alum at his fraternity, American lawyer, first person to hold the position of White House counsel. That's right. He was the first. This position didn't exist before until a Jew decided to be, and Harry Truman during World War II. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that that's right? And rescue the Jews. Your advisor to Franklin Roosevelt and Harry Truman, she was influential. He wrote their State of the Union addresses. He came up with a job. Get this. He was also, get this. He's Merrick Garland's wife's grandpa. So anyway, so this guy gives the gay Jew Clive Davis his first job, and then hooks him up with this Jew. It's like that's what.
And this is what I was saying earlier. It's all about connections. It's all about whatever. And this is why he has pull, bro. Like, it's who you know. I'm telling you, man. It's not what the man. It's who you know, bro. And this dude is well connected from the get go. So, yeah. All right, let's get into the next story, man. Here, let's get into the next story.
Trimmed his ends, but conditioned.
Crazy. It's a crazy kind of stupid story, but something I really wanted to talk about. Jay-Z is a 60-year-old man, and all of a sudden now he's making the rounds in social media, and not for his music purposes, but for his hair.
Conditioning.
Hey, let's go.
Before we washed it.
So we have Beyonce here washing his hair. His hair. Because that's what it's all about. It's her. It's her. 60-year-old man. Worrying about hair. Crazy. Crazy work, bro. 60-year-old man.
Good one now.
We're using all of the blue products.
Working on a good one now.
Shout out to the H-Town loctician who helped start the process with us, and to Blue and every hand that contributed. By the end, we taught us.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah, Jay's patience.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt.
Got that technique.
I really admire Jay's patience. I blow dried his hair, trimmed his ends before.
Wrap and set on. Gonna put the
You know.
Girl doing his hair. This girl doing his hair. But we got, you know, it's just wild, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, why? Find this shit comical, man. Like, what the fuck? Just, Jesus, man. Like, what?
Imagine.
Like, what do you think? Like, I get that he's a businessman, he got money, you know, all that. But like, let's be honest here. Like, when there's somebody bigger than him, bro, and he's and they bump heads with this guy, bro, and it's like they know who he is, and I get that. Like, you think that comes to mind, bro? Like, you know, like Carmelo, how he had to cut his hair right before trial. It's a good question, man. I'm serious, dude. You know what I mean?
Of locks. Now, we all naturally shed 50 to 150 strands a day. So imagine almost 9 years of locked hair of locks.
So is Beyonce doing a whole documentary or some shit on fucking Jay-Z's fucking hair or something, bro? Like, what's going on, dude? Like, this is crazy because I've been seeing all this shit online, and I thought I'd just play it because, you know, just to share. But like, this really not much substance here, man.
In desperation to help save their brands, yes, because y'all still believe what Forbes has to say. Do you know real billionaires are not even listed on Forbes? It's Bloomberg. And they're
Yeah, she's right. And most billionaires, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Most billionaires are not focused on you noticing who these people really are, bro. Like they're not out there in the limelight like that. Nah. The less you know about them, the better.
desperation because you know she had lost a lot of Instagram and social media support behind what happened with Jay-Z and them Epstein files that had leaked by way of propaganda. Jay-Z took that brand viral whenever the hairstylist came out and said that she spent 4 days combing out his dreads. But then Beyonce drops a video to say she was the one that took out the dreads. Here's the video.
Cherokee. Ain't nothing but no Cherokee. It was always beautiful that the real reason Jay grew out his hair was to show Blue that her hair was like his hair. Let me rewind and tell you some backstory. Our daughter was about 5, and she wasn't feeling very confident about her hair at that time.
Beyonce cannot read. Please don't bore us. She's basically saying that Sacred was around before they launched it. And so Blue was afraid, didn't like her hair because Beyonce never combed it when they went outside. Blue Ivy's hair, in the public's opinion, black girls, you keep your black.
Yo, and it's crazy. Now I think I know what this shit is about. So they are launching a hairline, right? And one of the places that they will be selling their products at, it's Target. And it's funny because Jay-Z always seems to go against the grain, right? So while everybody's going one way, he's for that, right? And then all of a sudden, wow, everybody's on the other side, right? Which would be like the left side or something. He sneaks right into the right and makes business deals. Let me explain. Right? So the NFL, right? The NFL is a great example of what I'm talking about, right? So the whole kneeling, Black Lives Matter shit, Black Square, all this crap, justice for this, justice for that, and racism, right? So Jay-Z was all down for that, right? And as soon as they gave him a deal for for him to host the Super Bowls, I guess, right? He ended up changing his stance. He's like, nah, we got to move a new fold. He's like, yeah, Sam, we gotta move a new page, you know what I mean? Cause we gotta move away past that, as people, we gotta move, your boy. And then he made money off of that. And it's the same thing with the whole Target thing, how Target had all these black products. And once that whole blackity black thing ended, they took those black products off the shelves. But now Jay-Z and Beyonce have these products now for hair called Blue. And now they're being sold in the shelves of Target. You see how that works? This guy does this shit all the time. I ain't even gonna hate the hustle, bro. But he's sleazy, man. Sleazy in the sense that, he's making all y'all go one way, and while all of y'all are that in that direction, he sneaks back into the direction that he tried to tell you not to be in the first place. It's fucking amazing.
That girl, your baby hair comb. You don't understand what I'm saying? Like, it seems like they took better care of Jay-Z hair than they.
You know what? It tells you more about the people. How dumb and naive they really are, bro. It's just amazing, bro. And this whole Carmelo situation has like literally it's sign and seal and deliver now at this point, bro. Like seriously, bro. There's no taking this shit back. At least CT has the goddamn balls and the decency to come out and say, I was wrong. And I could respect a man like that. You get what I'm saying? But most of these people are still tripling, quadrupling down, and it's just like, damn, bro, at what point do you let it go? At what point do you admit that you was wrong? At what point did you admit? At what point can you fucking admit defeat? Hmm.
They did Blue, and they and in her defense, I guess in Jay's defense, the reason he started growing locks in the first place is because Blue was insecure about her hair. I don't think she would have been insecure about her hair had they would have combed her hair, because social media wouldn't have had nothing to say. But anyway, Sacred, the white cream is what they using for Jay-Z's hair. But they dropped this after people were saying, mainly Nicki Minaj fans, saying that Jay-Z took his lace front off, okay? And so they showed the process. And remember, it was the hairstylist that said she spent 4 days. But if you watch the video in its totality, the vlog video in which they did, and Beyonce cannot read, and it feels like she just needs to clear her throat. Like, I just kind of want her to go, let them listen to the beginning. You're going to see what I'm talking about.
The real reason Jay grew out his hair was to show Blue that her hair was like his hair.
I feel like she got, like, you know, mucus stuck in her voice. I don't know. This is an attempt to, you know, become personable.
What's wild is the same thing with Live Nation. It's like he's like, you know, we need, you know, quite frankly, we need we need, you know, we need our own thing, you know, so we're gonna make a platform where we have, you know, all brothers and sisters, you know, and we're gonna make a platform. And then boom, everybody was juked. But Jay-Z's all right. He made 20 mil off of that or some shit like that. It's like he does this shit all the time, and all of y'all keep falling for this shit all the time. You know, there was once a question on the internet that was popular. It's like 500K or dinner with Jay-Z. And a lot of fucking retards said the dinner with Jay-Z. I said the $500. I mean the 500,000. And I even went as far to even write down in the comments, I said, man, I'd rather take $5. Fuck the dinner with Jay-Z. Fuck I want dinner with Jay-Z for? A whole bunch of dudes like, nah, I'll take the dinner from Jay-Z because it's an opportunity, bro. I can show him what I got, what I'm working, man. Jay-Z ain't trying to hear all that. Jay-Z will probably take a good idea that you have and flip it and make it his own. Like, I'd rather take the 500K. I could never learn shit from none of y'all. Because, I mean, quite frankly, I mean, shit, he keep bamboozling y'all all the time. The NFL, Live Nation, now Target. Oof. Oof. It's so hilarious, man. This shit is funny, bro. It's diabolical, too, at the same time, because it just shows you. Like it shows you what you don't really want to see, bro, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating how stupid these people really are. It's like this dude is making everybody go down stupid lane, and he's going down stupid lane with them. And then all of a sudden, he's like, "All right, I got everybody at stupid lane. Let me go back to grab a bag lane." And then he goes back to grab a bag lane while everybody left grab a bag lane. And it's like, yo, he does this shit all the time, dude. I'm telling you, he did this with the whole NFL. The NFL was, you know, kneeling and all that. And he was like, I'm down with Cabinet, you know. I believe in this fight, you know. You know, because, you know, the brothers has been treated, you know, unfairly, you know. And quite frankly, you know, it's not right. So, you know, this protest means a lot. And then in Baltimore, a whole bunch of people getting locked up. Yo, B, you know, get the money. We're gonna bail these people out, you know, because you know they're fighting for justice and freedom, you know. A dude that sold drugs, bro. Talking about justice and freedom. Man, shut the hell up, bro. Shut up. Stop it. Like, come on, man. Like this is what I'm talking about. You freed those people in Baltimore that was destroying the city, instead of putting these motherfuckers in college or some shit or giving them jobs. Nah, you release them so they can go back to the same neighborhood that they was destroying. nah, that's alleged. That's alleged. Like, come on, homie. Like, man, you full of shit, bro. And then all of a sudden, then you make a deal with the NFL, you get some money, and then you change your tone. You're like, because kneeling, that was in the past. We got to move forward, we already been there and done that. So now we got to try something new. And it's like, well, my Lord. And nobody ever sees this shit, right? I mean, there's some people that see it, and they pinpoint it out, right? But there's a lot of them that see it and ignore it, and they'll be like, nah, Jay-Z's that dude still, bro. Man, I rock with Hov. And it's like, yeah, but I mean, does he really rock with you though? Like this is what I'm saying. Like, he's not really for your cause. He uses you guys, and then he flip-flops, and then he makes money off of it. I mean, I'm not going to hate the guy. He's smart for it, but you guys are really, it's like Stockholm Syndrome. It's like y'all love to be bamboozled. Y'all love to be the punching bag. It's crazy.
Hold still, Jay. I'm securing the front.
It feels tight.
Just read the script, you two. Almost done, Mama.
This wig is heavy.
Focus on the lines. Hold still, Jay. I'm securing the front.
It feels tight.
Just read the script, you two. Almost done, Mama.
This wig is heavy.
Focus on the line.
Yeah, they're trying to sell that hair product now, Palomino. It's so crazy. Yeah, it's the grifting, bro. It's the grifting, bro. But it's so fucked up because these people are so retarded that they fall for it, man, all the time. I mean, I gave you all examples. The NFL with Colin Kaepernick, how he stood with the whole, and racism shit. And then all of a sudden, he signs a deal with the NFL, and boom, he changes his tone. I can look for the video where he talks about, that's the past. We got to move forward. Something to that effect. And I'm just like, interesting, because he wasn't saying that shit 3 years ago. Now that you're getting money off of it, now it's a different tone. Right? And it's the same thing with Target. Target was putting all these black products, and then they took them off once, once the trend, ended, Target was like, we're not going to be giving free spaces to these people if they're not going to pay for it. So, peace. At least some people know your product's name, thanks to us. Okay, peace. They were complaining. I was like, see, that's not fair, because I don't understand. They should have gave me more time. And now they put in their products in Target. It's fascinating, bro. It's just it's fascinating. That's all I gotta say, man. It's really fascinating to me, bro. Like that people can't really see the shit. It's like, nah, but Hov is that dude, though. Hov is that dude. All right, man. Keep thinking. Keep using your struggle and making money off of it, because you guys are so stupid. Fine.
See, I might be wrong, bro. I'm not saying I'm right, but bro, I don't believe this 60-year-old man can grow this type of hair. Like, something is up somewhere. It's either he's using some crazy Wakanda serum, or he has wigs on and they just attack.
This dude said a Wakanda serum
to his forehead or something, because there is no way, bro. Like, barbers in the building, somebody that has that type of dreadlocks, is there a way for them to unlock it to be like this? Like,
yeah, it is, bro. Like, that's why I cut my shit. That's why I cut my hair, because I was like, damn, like I could just get it rebraided or just cut it completely, right? But then I'm like, to unlock the locks, bro, oof. You know how hard that is? Most people just cut them off. They unlocked his hair, dude. They said it took 9 days or some shit. 3 days or something like that. 3 days, I think. 3 days to unlock his hair. I'm just like,
come on, man. This hair is too much for a 60-year-old. And bro, we've been following Jay-Z, man. You understand? We've been listening to Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't grow this type of hair, bro. The texture and everything.
Yeah, he don't. His hair, like, dude, if you looked at OJZ, right? this motherfucker hair when he had what was it? When he was growing up, a little afro, not while he was getting older, but at the beginning, right? Bro, his hair looked like those little African kids that, it just grows like little like bush weeds. Like that's how his shit looked like. He never looked like he always had like a lock full of hair, bro. Like it's
Did it happen?
I
Is that
agree.
they just discover some new hair serum that he's using?
And he
You
always
understand?
had short haircuts, man, for that same reason. Cause he knew he used to get those little tumbleweave, you know what I'm talking about?
Or he's drinking virgin blood. I don't know. Allegedly. I'm just joking. Scratch that virgin blood part. But basically, maybe you got an hair vibranium
Vibranium hair, bro. This dude.
serum from Wakanda that grew his hair like that. If anybody has more information, please let me know, bro. Because I need that Wakanda vibranium hair serum. Because I need to grow my hair also. Because, man.
Yeah, see his hair like that, like this dude. You see how this dude's hair is? Like it grows, but it just takes so much fucking time to grow, bro. I've seen it.
You know, Jay-Z looking like a body.
Like mine's grows super fast, bro. It's quite frankly, it's fucking annoying. Like it's fucking annoying, bro. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, unfortunately, Palomino, nobody wants to donate, dude. It is what it is, dude. We tried, buddy. We tried. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Elon Musk is gonna send us up. Every Wednesday we go up to space. Me and Palomino, and we check out the satellites and we come back down, and we'll let you know how that trip goes tomorrow morning, man. Because we gotta head to Texas at my flight leaves at 8, so I gotta get down to Texas and meet Elon, me and Palomino, and we're just gonna ride up there in our rocket. But yeah, man. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, buddy. We're astronauts. We're saving the world and shit, dude. Yeah, y'all don't even know what we doing up there, man. We changing lives and shit. We making sure your GPSs and all that shit works, right? Your Starlinks and all that, are nice and proper and going. So y'all better think. Y'all better thank us, man. All right, we're risking our lives every Wednesday to do this.
So you telling me this nigga 60 years old? So you tell me this nigga is 60 years old and he now thinks to honor his father with an afro. Now, I'm not going to hate on Jay-Z.
Damn, for real. He's 60, bro. God damn. Whoa. And not only that, dude, like if you go back to that picture, where they were all dressed in pink, where P. Diddy and Meek Mills and Rick Ross, and it was Jay-Z there too. If you notice his hair, you notice that like in the edges of it, it was white. And this guy has not one single strand of white hair, which is very interesting. Just saying. So I don't know. I've always thought to myself, I'm like, damn, man, this guy is 60, bro. Like, not for nothing, bro. Like, there's certain spots. I'm not gonna lie to you that that looking kind of faded, bro. Who knows? I might go the bold route pretty soon. It is what it is, and I embrace it. But let's be honest, man. I think Jay-Z, bro. Like, if you look through the years, bro, his hairline was a little bit forward, bro. Like, and who, who's to say? Who's to say? I mean, because if you look at Carmelo Anthony, like the basketball player, this dude's braids are holding to dear life. Like he barely has hair up there, and it's like, dude, like he only has enough hair for 4 braids, bro, and it's crazy, bro.
You won't, especially honoring your father. I ain't gonna be a hoe like that. But Jay-Z, you mean to tell me that it's not because people been cooking you and saying you wearing a lace front? I'm so performative. You see, People, when they look at Jay-Z and Beyonce, it reminds us of a time that is no longer with us, where celebrities can be performative as shit and get away with it. So you tell me in this moment, he wants cosplay his father? Nigga, you are a father. That's weird as hell. I don't care what I want to say. I'm trying to be like my daddy and now I'm 60 years old. It's performative. They pull out this story out their ass. And they obviously pull out their ass because they was firing them up about how the fro look. But now you're trying to guilt trip us into thinking.
It's not even all that, bro. You going a little bit too far and beyond. But I like your take. It's literally what I just said. Like, you can look this shit up. They're going to sell this product in Target. So they got to give you this whole wholesome story. Because if they don't give you the wholesome story and they just put their products in Target, right, without doing this type of shit that you're seeing right now on your screen, right, what ends up happening is there's going to be some backlash. They're going to be like, yo, wait a minute. They kicked all our product out of Target, and you're the only black product that now in Target. Like, wait, hair product? Like, wait a minute, time out. What's going on here? But they got to give you the sob story now, where how my baby girl wanted my daddy's hair and all this and all that, right? But if you notice in the video, Beyonce keeps saying, "Oh, we're using the blue product, the blue product, the blue product." Who's blue? Her daughter. They named the goddamn product Blue. Like, don't let this go over your head, buddy. It's a simple strategy, man. They know that they have to do this type of shit just because they can't go straight to Target and sell their shit without not doing this, bro, because there's going to be some backlash from the community. But if you give them a sob story now, they're gonna pass the whole fact that, damn, they took a whole bunch of black hair products out of Target. Yeah, but it's cool. Jay-Z and his little daughter care about his hair. Let's see what this really do. And then we're gonna have old men like, a whole bunch of old dudes, old empty elders, bro, that gonna be like, yo, look at Jay-Z, he got a full lock of hair. Let me buy this product, thinking that they're gonna get a
Well, it was because of his deceased father, so I mean,
it's wild, dude.
Nigga, I'm gonna fire that fro up anyway, because it look better on your daddy than it do you, nigga.
Like, you overlooking at it, man. I'm telling you, you're overlooking this, bro. It's a sales strategy, bro. I mean, they know they can't just go straight to Target and sell their shit, so they got to give you a whole little documentary bullshit about Jay-Z's hair and how his daughter feels about his hair, so they could be able to sell that shit in Target with no problem. Because if they just went straight to Target, like I said, it would be an issue. It'll be backlash. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there ain't going to be backlash now, but it's not going to be as much as if he just went straight to Target. That's all I'm saying. And you guys are being played again, just like how he did with the NFL, just like how he did with Live Nation. And he's going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it again. And you guys are going to keep falling and falling and falling and falling for it. Because y'all rock with Jay-Z so goddamn much that y'all think that, like he's like, nah, man, Jay-Z is a sleaze, bro. He's a scumbag, bro.
What is?
But let's change topics here. We're going to go into Charleston White being heckled by a Carmelo supporter.
Hey, wet boy, look at that. This for the city, bitch. Hey, and stop playing Carmelo Anthony, you stupid bitch. I told you I will get your ass. No, real G shit, bro. Fuck the money and all that. What he said about Carmelo Anthony was wrong. He stay playing with the blacks. I'm on your ass. I wish I would have gotten that ring and hit. Come here, I'm for the blacks. Dirt ass, mustard boot ass. Center look at that. On the ass, since they can't get the boxing event. I'm on your ass. Lisa McGuire, look at that. Fritz Fry, look at that. Don't get done, look at that. Seven Shorty, look at that. English.
You want to know what's funny? He's saying that he's for his own people, but his own people will be the ones to pop his ass for having that type of tone. I'm just saying. And it's not to say that Hispanic people won't do the same thing too, but it's like, bro, like, Jesus Christ, man.
Look at that. Wet pan, look at that. Long chin there. Fake ass gold. Rusty mouth there. Silver mouth there. What's up? Long John Silver spoon there. Loose that pan. Fat ass planters. No, boy, your mace on your waist. I'm looking at that, boy. I'm on your ass, boy. Yeah, talk to white man. This shit was going on. Shit, we're gonna get some type of content off your ass. Fuck you talking about, I swear. Come here. Shake back. Boy, I'm about to go Undertaker on it. You ever see? Shake back. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Charleston. We know that's you. To me, that's what I do, y'all know. Ain't no freak, small head ass. Stepping stone head ass. Man, why you in this Philly? Joe niggas out there. Loose neck ass, turtleneck ass. Man, I'm on his ass. Fuck that. DW Dr. EB look at that. Hey, Boogie look at that. Boy, like you work under the bridge. Man, I'm on his ass. Fuck his business. Fuck that.
He may look like he work under the bridge, but he probably has as much money or more money than you.
He not gonna box. I'm on his ass. Lil one. I got my back to it. Man, Charles, I'm on your ass. Naked face ass. Dry face ass. Don't talk about no money with me, bro. You just started getting money, bro. You better ask the city who the fuck I am. You think this just internet. I'm on you. Platinum Matella looking at. Bluebell looking at. Like Melly ice cream. Naked face ass. Smooth face ass. Boy, you like a dyke on shelf. Before you tell me like a punk. Man, fuck that. Charles is like a punk. Man, we gonna put me on that? Oh! Man. I'm on the ass, shorty. All right.
Palomino, let me be the first to tell you that word spurg, they're going to find that shit to be racist too. Sooner or later. I'm telling you. Wait for it.
Get fat by no, I'm on your ass. Look like that. You ain't paid no money. Charleston. All right. Look, Charles got me put out. Now I'm on his ass. DW looking at that. Wet bowl looking at that. This for the city, bitch. Hey, and stop playing Carmelo Anthony, you stupid bitch. I told you I'm gonna get your ass. No, Reggie shit, bro. Fuck the money and all that. What he said about Carmelo Anthony was wrong. He stay playing with the blacks. I'm on your ass.
Yeah, this guy is retarded. This guy's retarded. Straight chimping out, dude. It's like, bro, this man, he said what he said. You said what you said. A lot of people may not agree with what you said in terms of Carmelo, and a lot of people don't agree with what he said about in terms of Carmelo. But I mean, to be honest, Charleston White has flip-flopped in the situation. But at least, like I said, I could respect a man that can come out and apologize and admit that he was wrong. And Charleston White has also done that. So, I mean, shit. I may not even take him serious because this, to be honest, bro, like I said, he flip-flops a lot. He doesn't stand on much, bro. Like, it's just crazy to me, bro. But let's see what Dr. Umar Johnson has to say about this shit. And then we're going to go through what I think the family's going to do.
And to all them black people who went crazy for Palestine, I haven't seen a Palestinian American march yet for Carmelo Anthony. I haven't seen a Palestinian American march yet for Cyrus Carmack Belton. Where are all these groups? Where's the migrant protest on behalf of Carmelo Anthony? Where's the migrant protest on behalf of Cyrus Carmack? We fight for everybody else. They never fight for us. And that's why I'm saying here and now, multiculturalism is dead with me. It been dead with me. I never supported it, and I only fight for black people. I will never mistreat nobody else. I will never mistreat nobody from another race. But guess what? When I fight for me alone.
I mean, that's the way it should be, you jackass. Like, and if you're a man with a family, then you fight for your family, bro. Like, it's just the way it is, dude. Like what? What? I mean, dude, it took you all those years of you talking all this nonsense to figure this shit out. Really? Amazing.
Black first.
Amazing. Oh, fucking amazing, bro. Jesus Christ. It took him 20 years or more to figure that out. Jesus, man. Look, this guy, man. I'm telling you, he's a tard.
Carmelo was dating a bunny.
Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This guy is a idiot. Did you hear that?
Carmelo was dating a bunny.
No, he wasn't. No, a bunny would be considered a white woman. I mean, we could look at the definition here. Let me see what Gronk says on my phone. Let me see what Gronk says on my phone. Let me see. Hey Gronk, what is a snow bunny? Let's see what it says. Let's say it's loading right now. A snow bunny has a few different meanings depending on the context. A snow bunny is a woman who is often attractive, stylish dressed, and who enjoys winter sports like skiing or snowboarding, or who hangs out in ski resorts and mountain towns. Okay, that's not what okay, the second one, slang, urban meaning. Okay. In modern slang, especially hip hop and black communities or online, a snow bunny usually means a white woman who's attractive to black men, dates black men, or is in a interracial relationship with one. That's what I thought a snow bunny was. White woman. White woman. Not Hispanic, not Latina. White. Jesus Christ, this idiot.
Salsa bunny, I believe. Rice bunny, it's a bunny.
It's not a bunny, bro. See, this is the thing with you guys, right? Now, you wouldn't like me putting you in the same category as an African. I mean, this guy would, because, I mean, based off how he's dressed, yeah, he would. He would be happy if I told him that he was African. But let's be honest, like most African Americans, if I was to tell them that they're from Africa, they get pissed off. I ain't like them. I don't know, but then again, everybody else has to accept their labels. And they don't see that as racism. They don't see that as being insulting. They don't see that as anything. Because at the end of no, because you mix with a because you 1% rule and it's only convenient when you want them, because then when the half breeds, right, half black, half white, you know, don't have a place to roam now. Y'all oust these people out and say, nah, you're not one of us. So which one is it, bro? Like, see, this is the thing. So it's pick and choosing based off the time and place, I guess.
I need them to tell their son, you cannot communicate with her as we go through this retrial. Do you know why, Loom? They'll flip her. No. Who was the mystery witness that could have exonerated Carmelo and instead turned into Carmelo's Judas? Eddie Parra. Remember him? Yes. Who was Eddie Parra? Carmelo's girlfriend's play cousin. Eddie invited Carmelo under the tent.
Bro, that's not what was said, bro. He saw him there. He passed by 2 tents. He saw him there. He sat next to him. And remind you that oh my Lord. He sat there. Oh man, you know what? Whatever, man.
Judas and the Black Messiah. Judas and the Black Messiah. Eddie Parra, mixed race, black.
But see, that's the thing. See, that's ridiculous. That's a stupid ass statement right there in itself. If you look at the definition, not the definition of liberal retards in 2026. If you look at the old definition, Webster's, it doesn't state that black people cannot be racist. It's based off the individual judging other races or whatever. It's not based off race. It's ridiculous.
Asian or black, Latino, either way.
And I don't want to hear that dumb excuse that, oh, we don't have financial power and this is why we can't be racist because we can't oppress anybody. It's like, no, like there's a whole bunch of billionaires and happen to be black in the United States. So I do like, that's not an excuse.
His mom not black, right? He invited Carmelo under the tent. He's play cousin to Carmelo's girlfriend. So I'm telling Carmelo Anthony's mom and dad, tell Carmelo he cannot communicate with his girlfriend because the witness who stood on the side of the twins loom, he did not stand up for Carmelo on that bench. He stood up for the white twins. He lied under oath and said him and Carmelo were not friends. And then the defense attorney cross-examined him and said, you've been in his house? Yeah. Y'all done played sports together. Y'all done went on dates together. Y'all done won. He tried to say he didn't even know this. Right. Yeah. He tried to separate And this himself. Is the girlfriend's play cousin. Guess what, Loon? Carmelo needs to understand something. She ain't your girlfriend no more. I'm not saying she did nothing wrong. I'm not saying she did nothing wrong. I'm saying we cannot risk you being legally lynched again because you pillow talking on prison phones with a girl who could be feeding the enemy. I don't know if she's guilty or not, Loon, but we not taking no chances. Do you feel me? Right. The only person Carmelo Anthony should be talking to in that jail, mom, dad, and lawyer. Mom, dad, and lawyer. We can't trust nobody. You can't get no damn conjugal visits. Because do you want your life or are you worried about loneliness? You see this? Carmelo, you're going to have to be lonely right now, my brother. Because talking to her and she feeding Eddie was the Judas in this case. Eddie could have told the truth. But you know why Eddie didn't tell the truth, Lou? Because Eddie know he helped instigate the conflict. Eddie was one of the ones with the twins egging Carmelo on. You ain't got nothing in that bag. They dared him to pull the knife out. And Eddie, Carmelo's fake ass friend, is part of the reason this situation happened. You invited him under the tent. You instigated the fight, and that boy lost his life. And then you got the audacity, after inviting me under the tent, after instigating the crisis that led to this boy's life, you got the audacity to come to court, sit on a stand, and tell the world you don't even know me. Yeah, that's crazy. This is wild. And you know me, I accept and I embrace our mixed race Africans. But if you have black children, all black children, if you have black freedmen as children, and they got mixed race friends, you better find out what the non-black parent thinks about black people. Because I'm going to tell you what I think. I believe Eddie's Asian or Latino mom sat his ass down and told him, you're going to side with the white boys. Because we ain't going to get nothing out of siding with no ninja.
Yo, this dude is wild, bro. This dude is wild, bro. This dude is wild. Wild. But Stephen A. Smith has a response for him. So let's see what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
For those who want to support Carmelo Anthony, who want to act like a crime wasn't committed, who want to act like he was completely provoked, instead of bringing up the fact that he had no business having a knife at a track meet, instead of acknowledging the fact that he was in no real perceived danger in terms of his life being threatened, in terms of acknowledging the fact that under no circumstances, based on the evidence of what has happened, did it warrant him stabbing somebody in the chest. If we're going to sit up there and we're going to ignore those things, here's what we can't ignore. Here's what's unavoidable. People are going to bring this up too. Where's all this noise over what happened in Chicago on Juneteenth? What's the relevancy for that? The relevancy for that is that we're arguing and going off and expressing hell and fury over the conviction of a guy who acknowledged he admitted he committed the crime. Told the police, it's not alleged, I did it. Because he put his hands on me, so I did it. according to the reports. We've got people all over the place going off, talking about police officers, talking about the court system, talking about the inequity within our legal system, et cetera, et cetera. But 39 people get shot on Juneteenth. 6 are killed. And we're not hearing anything. Why is that?
Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife trying to attack him because the knife is 3.5 inches. The cut was only 2. Lou, if I'm stabbing you.
The knife was not 3.5 inches, bro. I went through this like 2 streams ago. It was literally, I counted 5. Ponder said it's 5.5. Regardless, 5.5, 5. It's not 3. So these people, man.
Why am I halfway with a knife blade that's only 3.5 inches? You fell onto my knife. Regardless, Lou, do you really think those 2 black boys who fell on that white boy's knife?
Time out, bro. I can't do it. I got to get my haircut. My barber here fell on a knife. There ain't no human being on planet Earth out of 21 witnesses said that he fell on a knife. Carmelo Anthony's defense isn't arguing that he fell on a knife. Nobody's saying that these black people cannot take accountability for nothing. Now the boy then fell on somebody's knife.
Like, that's another thing. Like, if he fell on the knife, right? The way that the knife was founded on those metal benches, right? Why would the knife be folded? Like, half folded. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no type of fucking sense. If that was the case, that he... All right. It's believable. Like, for instance, he stabbed him in the heart. He left the knife inside the cavity, right? In the cavity, right? Boom. He falls on it. Boom. That's believable. But that's not what happened.
That's the problem right there. You see, ultimately, we got to pick our battles. We got to be better than that. What we going to do, got to come together to resolve some of these issues. What's the best way to do it? First order of business is to be real. To be real about the evidence that we're looking at and go from there and pick our fights and pick our battles. It's important to do that. Again, I don't like the idea of Carmelo Anthony being sentenced to 35 years at all. I don't like the makeup of the jury, not having an African American on it at all. I get it. I understand. And I don't know all of the specifics that went into the jury ultimately being made up of what it was made up of. I'm quite sure that there were blacks that were interviewed and before being placed on the jury, before the decision was made as to who would be placed on the jury and who wasn't. But the point of the matter is that I don't like it. I don't like the look. I don't like the optics because we're here having these questions. But what's inescapable and what's undeniable is that Carmelo Anthony said he put his hands on me, so I stabbed him. He said it's not alleged. I did it.
Put his hands
confessed to doing so and told people he did so. Not only that, there were witnesses that saw it happen. Not only that, Austin Metcalf's brother was there. And his brother died right in front of him. So when we sit up here and we think about the battles that need to be fought, we got to be mindful of what's worth fighting for and what's not worth fighting for. I'm talking about the merits of the case, not the human being. Because all of us are God's children. And my heart goes out to Carmelo Anthony and his family. I wish this didn't happen. I wish that he's not going to spend at least the next 17 years in prison, barring an appeal that's won. But he killed someone.
Yep.
Every time we turn around, there's something going on in Chicago. Every time. And the vast majority of victims happen to be black. When we going to speak about that? Same energy, y'all. Don't lose the intensity. Keep the same intensity. We're going to fight and fight and fight over a young kid that admitted he killed somebody. And we hear crickets when 39 people get shot and 6 get killed in Chicago on Juneteenth.
Yo, nobody likes my response, but I I mean, a lot of people don't like my response, to be honest with you, but if I was the parent of this child, bro, I would have had, to be honest, the whole donation thing. Like, fine, if they would have donated from the get go, cool. I'd take it, to help him as much as I can, right? Fine. But to be honest, I would have been talking to that judge and that family, and I would have been like, yo, fuck a trial. My kid did something stupid. I apologize in his behalf, and he also apologizes, and hopefully, I hope that you can forgive me and yada yada yada. And I guarantee you, they probably would have given this kid manslaughter or some shit. But the fact of the matter is that they wanted to keep fighting it. For what reason? I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's nuts, man. Like, what you really thought that you could get away with this shit? It's fascinating to me, man. It's insane. Yo, but look at this shit. This shit is funny, bro. Oh, Ponder, did you pop up or not? I didn't see you if you popped up or not. Look at this shit. Hey, good afternoon. Fucking X, man.
No, don't do this. No, don't do this. Not Captain Planet. Stop it. No. My childhood.
It's fucked up, man.
No. Oh my gosh. That show was so dope. I love that show.
Yeah, same.
I love that show.
I felt like he was really gonna save the world.
Oh my gosh, Latino, where to begin? So there is another YouTuber. Her name is Simone. She's an attorney.
Mhm.
She's from Dallas. She how do I say? She has the pedigree. She's a light-skinned woman, very pretty girl. And she knows Dallas Fort Worth very, very, very well. She said that the plea deal was no less than 40 years, which is true. No less than 40 years. But here's the thing, what you just said right now. That family, Carmelo's family, was never contrite, never apologized, and they immediately went to race.
Like,
Also, Latino, something else.
it's the God Christian Catholic thing for me, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When the fact that Carmelo's family is not from Frisco, they're not from Dallas, they're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, immediately everyone in DFW is going to think Katrina.
That's what I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yes. Then all of it's been 20 years and a lot of shenanigans. So you have it's based not so Katrina when unalived our son, because Austin and the twins are from Frisco.
Mm-hmm.
And Carmelo's family, they're not thinking Louisiana, they're not thinking back, they're thinking Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that has been the issue with Katrina. For example, Speak Radio, who is from Texas, by the way, he mentioned where he's born, he's from Texas. He said that like Katrina people robbed him. I'm like, yeah, no surprise, because they're just wild, Latino, they're wild. And
No, go ahead. But go ahead.
So
I was going to say something about his dad.
Yeah, his dad. So they go from Baton Rouge. I know they were in Irving. Irving also, Brittany Griner. She went to high school in Irving. I think she went to Nimitz. And Irving is pretty diverse. Like, they could have just stayed in Irving. But the thing is, they left Irving to go to Frisco. And I've mentioned this to Bardwell. Bardwell said it himself too. Frisco is West Plano. West Plano is that area from Dallas. You know, Galt has mentioned that. Galt worked for a company that is south of West Plano in Addison. These are very, very nice areas. These are areas of Dallas. This is where the money is. The businesses, like the technology sector, where Ross Perot had his company. Anyone who's familiar with Dallas or worked in Dallas, is from Dallas, went to high school in Dallas, they're going to know everything I'm saying. And one thing about Dallas, and I'll go ahead and stop, is that if you are not from there, and being from Dallas is not moving into Dallas. Like Black Suit Defy is really cool. He's from Chicago and he lives in Frisco. But that's the thing, you live in Frisco. You're not from Frisco.
Yep.
You're not from there.
Yep.
And people can just speak to you and ask you a few questions, not even personal questions. They can just chat with you and they'll know if you're from Dallas, if you're from Plano, if you're from DFW, and if you're not. And if you're not, there's a lot that's going to be close to you. So you have someone like Speak Radio, who's from Dallas, Fort Worth. He's from Dallas or he's from Texas. And then you have someone like Black Suit Defy, who's from Chicago. You're working in Texas. You're going to be paid well in Texas because you're from Chicago, and they do want these. They want the schools. They want the schools because it comes with the education, and they do need the resource. They do need people with this type of education, big time. But there's a level of access you're not going to receive. Realtors will not tell you about certain subdivisions. People will kind of shut you out because you're not from there. But Speak Radio, they can just chat with Speak Radio and they can tell, oh yeah, it's a little Dallas kid. And they will just open the doors. People will tell you about subdivisions, certain zip codes, certain neighborhoods. You will know about certain homes even before they're listed because it's very, very insulated. They don't want, and it's more than just race. They don't want people. If you're not from there, you're not going to know. You don't get it. You don't know. You don't get how it is. That's why this whole situation with Carmelo happened. Part of the reason is you're not from there. You're Katrina. You're over here. And the issue is not the knife. That's really not the issue at all. He can bring that, even though it's prohibited. Yeah.
I live in the suburbs of an area here in Massachusetts. Like, it's very tough to get here because, you know, it doesn't connect to the highway or anything like that. Right. So I've been living here now, I want to say it's going to be 5 years now in February, right? You know, the value has gone up literally 200K. Yes, it has. The equity. And one thing I could tell you is that where I lived, right, I had incidences with the police, and it's because I had a cousin of mine that lived there and he had some girl problem, and, you know, we had to get rid of him because of that. Because it's like, come on, dude. Like, I've been living here for so many years. The police has never come to my home. And the same thing here. I've never had the police called. I've had, you know, birthday parties, you know, stuff like that, New Year's, and shit like that. Never had the police called by any of my neighbors. I've never had any issues with any of my neighbors. If anything, we have traded certain foods and everything right across the gate. My neighbors are fucking lovely, man. So it's just to say, like, even though I'm not from here, I still feel part of the community because I had to adapt to them. It's not them adapting to me.
Exactly. Right. You have to fit in. You have to adapt. You have to assimilate.
Yes.
And Lim, you know what I'm talking about. Lim, you and I have gone back and forth. Lim, you know what I'm talking about. You do. You're another one. You know how it is. If you don't want to get with this program, if you cannot share with people where your grandparents went to high school, like where your parents went to college, if you don't, like, are your people from here? Like, people understand, like, you move away, you come back home. But the expectation is, okay, so you have people here, your people are from here. If you can't give information so that people can, like, resonate, oh, really? Oh yeah, my dad went to college there. Oh, my mom went to high school there. Because there's been so much change. They're going to push you out. And there's already, like, that scarlet letter with Katrina. There's already that situation. And now you're going into Frisco because the whole thing, Frisco, that's Plano. That's Plano. And when people think Plano, there's already like the history, there's Perot. Everyone knows how, like the huge Indian population there, everyone knows how that happened. Like people know how that happened if you're from there. People know the insurmountable growth. I mean, Frisco was farmland. Blacks Who Defy mentioned that Frisco was majority white in the 80s. No, Frisco was majority white early 2000s. Lim, tell me I'm wrong.
Can I ask
Lim,
you
tell me
something?
I'm wrong.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
I'm a grunk it anyways, but I want to ask you just to see, you know, because I like to play these games to see if, you know, if me, you are right. You know, it's basically a game of it's not even about being right, but it's about being who's closest. You know what I'm saying? A number, right? This guy apparently was a what was it? A financer
No, he
at a
was not. He worked at
dealership.
Chevrolet. Lim, he worked
Yeah,
at
it was
Chevrolet. I looked it up. He worked at Chevrolet.
right, but
Lim, he
wasn't he a
was saying,
financer? Wasn't he a financer though at
yeah, he just
Chevrolet?
ran credit. He ran credit. He used to be a sales manager. He never, there's only like a handful of car dealerships. Lim, you know about the Sewell dealership. Lim, you know about David McDavid. I know you do, Lim.
Because
He
I
never
have a
worked at
friend.
those places.
I have a friend that works at a dealership, and the way it works is like he's a salesman. He gets the sale, he gives it to the financer, and then the financer tries to find somebody who will give him the loan or whatever. And I think that's what he does.
Right. That's exactly what he does.
Okay, so if you had to throw a number, salary base, right? What
Yeah.
number would that be?
So
Yearly.
what I found out, Lim, what I found out, he made 70, but someone is saying that he made like a
70?
quarter mil, yeah, a year. But someone said he was making a quarter to
How in
300,000
the
a
fuck are you
year,
making a quarter to 300,000?
but that he
Man,
was in sales, that he was in
bro,
sales.
bro, bro,
So,
bro. So
but
what? So he does both?
but I think he did sales. They were
See,
saying
because
he
if
was
he
like
does sales, then that is possible. Because if he could
yeah,
sell cars, then yeah, you get a percentage of every car you sell, right? And you get paid hourly. Because my friend does this shit for a living, right? So this is the thing. Was he doing both? Because this is like everybody's saying that he's the financer, right? So
yeah, but
which one is
okay,
it? Is he the
but
financer or the salesman? Because if he's the financer,
Latino.
then
Whatever
it's
money
straight
he
set.
was making, he was not making enough money to buy a home there.
That's
That's the
my that's
kick.
my that's my
That's the
question.
big thing. He was
That's my
renting.
question.
He was
That's my
renting. He
question.
did not have the money to buy there. And even if
Thank you
he
for
did have the
answering it because
money,
it's like I don't understand how the hell.
yeah, even if he did have the money, Lim, you went to high school there. You know what I'm talking about, Lim. There's certain subdivisions he's not going to get in. There's certain subdivisions that Lim could just probably call
Now
someone from high school
let me Google this in the back real quick.
who's a realtor. They're
What's the
going
name
to
of that
just
place? It's Frisco, right?
yeah. So his son went to Centennial. Lim, he went to Centennial. He went to Centennial,
It's
Lim. And Lim may, I don't know, of course, Lim, Centennial was
Frisco.
built in '09. Centennial, where the twins went to high school. The twins went to Memorial. Memorial is a pretty new school. It was built in 2019. But Centennial has a great reputation. There's also Heritage, which also is like a majority Asian population, over 50%. Lim, Centennial is over 50% Asian. Lim, Memorial, where the twins went to, was about almost 30% Asian, between 20 and 30% Asian. So when Lim went to high school, so when Lim went to high school in the area, Lim's from the area, Plano, it was very, very different. It was very different. The influx of the Indians, namely the Indians, some Asian, some Korean, Chinese, but mainly Indians, that really just came within the past 15, 20 years because Lim, a lot of the Indian consulting companies, they have been moving into Richardson. There's one company called Infosys. They moved their North American headquarters into Richardson. TCS has an office in Plano. WePro has an office in Plano off Legacy. So a lot of these Indian companies, they're setting up shop in Plano, in Frisco, in Richardson. That's a big deal. So the Plano, when Lim went to high school, and the Plano now, there has been some differences. There have been differences. And on top of that, just the number of people just moving into Texas, namely Dallas, Fort Worth. You have the Georgia people, Chicago, a lot of the Northeast moving there, a lot of people moving there because one of the reasons they will pay. If you're from Chicago, if you're from the Northeast, if you're from Atlanta, they're going to pay you the same rate. I've been telling New Yorkers this for a while. They will pay you that equity just because you come from a New York school. They will do that. They will pay you. They'll pay you because they need the resources that bad, because they don't really have the college support. That's a different conversation. But Carmelo, you're coming here from Baton Rouge. You moved to Irving. You don't want to stay in Irving. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it has, Lim. It has. It really has, Lim. It really has. You're moving from Irving. Lim, he went to Irving. So Lim, I don't know why, maybe he went to Nimitz or MacArthur. But regardless, Lim, they moved to Frisco, to Centennial. And part of me, I do believe that maybe he was jealous of the twins because Centennial has no Black people. Centennial's like 6% Black, 7% Hispanic.
It says, yes, there is Section 8 choice vouchers can be used in Frisco, Texas.
Sure. Look.
And that's what I was looking at. I'm like, yo, could it be possible that, I don't know.
No, they weren't. I don't think they were not in the zip code. Not at Centennial. There's not in Centennial. No.
You
if
sure?
Hell no, not Centennial. No, not at all.
Hey,
They won't allow
ponder.
it.
I don't know, because here in Massachusetts they have this stupid ass rule, and it's the same thing in Washington D.C. And I get that these are liberal states, but over here, right? For instance, if you build, I don't know, a 5-story building or even a 3-story building, right? You gotta at least give 10% of those apartments to the government, so they could be able to rent them via vouchers.
Yeah, but they're no, not where Carmelo's family was. No, not at all.
And like, look, right? For instance, right, I'll give you a great example, right? So right across the street from Fenway Park, the baseball stadium, right? There's a condominium, right? And that condominium, bro, like I checked the prices, like to rent there, and ponder, they're between $4.5 grand, right? Between 6. And remind you, 10% of that has to go to low income. So just think about that. And
they wouldn't allow that. They're not going to allow that there. They're not going to.
I'm like, dude, I would be pissed off if I'm paying $4.5 grand and I have some ghetto ass motherfucker living downstairs. Spite the race, I don't care. It could be Spanish.
You
know what I'm saying?
Latino, they play no games when it comes to property values. That's all that matters to them. That is all that matters to them.
That's the reason why I asked. I don't know how
they're not going to do it. Not in this area. Not in that area. White people do it some. Right, they're not in that area. They're not going to have it. They won't allow it. They're not going to allow it. McKinney, Allen, Frisco, the Colony. You keep heading west on 121, Lim, White Settlement, Trophy Club, Watauga, Keller, Lim, Southlake, Colleyville, Flower Mound, Grapevine. I mean, the list goes on. They're not going to allow it. No. And all I know, okay, here's the thing though, Latino. In all honesty, Collin County should have changed the venue because there is a very, very, very good chance. There is a very good chance that through the appellate process, he may get a new trial. Collin County, they should have. That's one thing about Carmelo's attorney. When people say that maybe his attorney was in on it, that is not completely above the pale. That's not too surprising. Like that accusation, it's not too far off because there were a number of other attorneys that were turned down. They chose this Mike Howard guy who who's a professor, I think, or an instructor at least at the law school in Dallas. And he apparently he knows people, but an attorney, the question is always, is your attorney on your side, or is the attorney attempting to keep their reputation with the court? Like, these attorneys want to keep their reputation, their friendships, etc., their connections with the court. So you're never too sure if the attorney is really working on your behalf. And what a lot of people have a lot of pushback for Mike Howard, it is warranted. It's not surprising. Right there. And then Mike Howard and his relationship with Collin County. There's a lot about Dallas and Collin County that other like Houston, Harris County, even Travis County, which is Austin, they have some negative things to say about Dallas and Collin County. So just when it comes to Collin County, it really would have been in the best interest for this case and also for Austin receiving justice, because at the end of the day, people can go up and down and around. That boy did not deserve what happened to him. What Carmelo did was out of control. And the fact these people rationalize it is really disturbing and sick. Like, they keep forgetting there's no self-defense. There's no stand your ground. And why would you want that amongst high schoolers? High schoolers, stand your ground, that one is going to stab the other when you should have just left the tent. I mean, and at the end of the day, so he pushed you. So what? He pushed you. First off, you're a wide receiver. Get over it. Get over it. He had to tell you to leave. 13 times he and the twin and the other told you to leave. 15 times. The twins had to tell you to leave. The other people tell you to leave. You don't go to their high school. I don't want you here. I put up this tent. I got told by my coach, and I don't want to get.
How many goddamn times he had to tell you? 15 fucking times. You know how many? I don't think I've ever been kicked out of a place 15 times, Ponder.
That's another conversation. Latino, they don't know how to leave people alone. And no one wants to talk to that about these people. They really do not know how to leave people alone. They remember there's something Juan said. Juan said they want to have access to everyone's space, but they don't want anyone having access to their space. And Juan was like sick and like, I don't know if you heard Juan say that. He was so like sick and tired of them. I don't know if you remember Juan said that when he was on your live maybe a week ago. He's like, they don't know how to leave people alone.
Bro, like yesterday. We're having a good time at John's, and all of a sudden,
they are. Oh yeah,
get out my tent. Get out of my tent.
Get out of the tent. Like, leave the tent. People don't
trying to stab us all. He's trying to stab you and I.
Because you're not getting attention. Because people don't want to fool with you like that. No one goes over there, but you come here and just to cause trouble. They're always like that. They're always like that. They'll follow you around. They'll lunge at you. Like, I deal with this, like, oh my God, Latino, like the problems I've dealt with them. They don't know how to leave people alone.
But let's listen to this lady, alone. What she has to say about supposedly his new team.
But we have an update for Carmelo Anthony, baby. He's got a new team behind him. So a new legal team filed substitution for counsel to pursue appeal for Carmelo Anthony. Baby, and here's the starting lineup. Nobody came to play. I know people thought Ben Crump would be up in here, but don't worry, he brought a co-counsel to the team. Now leading this council is Russell Wilson II. And if you want to know the credentials of everybody on council, you can go ahead and stop, pause, and read. I just want to make it clear, I stand with Carmelo Anthony, and I love that our community has come behind this young Black man and let him know that he is not alone. And hopefully we can turn this conviction over and get him the fuck out of there. I don't want him to serve no time for defending himself. But we have an update for Carmelo.
Okay, so Latino, here's probably what's going to happen. Like, we all know appellate court is nothing new. They're just going to follow they're going to look at the transcripts, look at everything submitted to court on record. That's all. Here's the big issue. And this goes back to why Collin County really should have just changed the venue. If they find out anything and anything at all, that can be used as a technicality, that's how he's going to get a new trial.
Yeah.
Collin County better have had dotted their I's, crossed their T's, everything on the up and up, because his new legal team is serious. Those people, they are very, very, very good. And many of them have background, not just in the appellate court, but just filing federal lawsuit in general. I do. Thunder Chicken, I do. Oh, really? No, I do. Do you know what I do now so I can avoid them? That's why I know Carmelo's mother is nothing but trouble. Carmelo's mother is nothing but trouble. She's the type of women I used to work with who will just harass you at your job, go to your desk, lunge at you,
can I tell you a story?
complain. Just, oh my God.
Can I tell you a story?
I do have PTSD. Yeah, Latino, I do.
So my wife, she worked, in the, the company I told you. She no longer works there no more. But that company, right? So when she first started working there, she tried, make friends and stuff. So there was this sister gal, and then there was this Haitian girl. And guess who my wife got along with the most?
Oh, probably the Haitian.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Because every time they hung out, right? Let's say my girl hung out with the black girl herself, she would try to sabotage the relationship with the other one. Then she would do that vice versa. And it's like,
they do that. Yeah.
And it's like, but she's like, what the fuck is the whole point of this?
Yeah, that's their tactic. That's what they do. They'll approach you and start talking badly about other people to you, like gossiping, speaking very badly about other people.
Yeah, but it's like we're all hanging out. Like, why are we talking shit about each other? Like, you understand?
Right. They do that all the time. And it makes you feel so uncomfortable. Like you don't even know who, like they'll just approach you and just start talking badly about other women and even their own children. They're always coming at you with their BS, negativity, gossip, always something. And of course, they're begging. They're always begging. I cannot tell you, oh my God, Latino, how many times I have seen them run scams over like Black people, like Black Christian women, white Christian women. They're always running scams. They're always begging.
You ain't gotta go far. There was a man
my
that
children
went to church.
need that. My children need this. They're always begging. And they get other people, like they will have these kids and then they'll get other people to basically buy for their children. Oh, my baby needs Pampers. Like they will use and abuse like you're good, like a Christian nature, like a good Christian woman. The things I've seen them do in the workplace, that's why I entered the tech industry, to just get away from women altogether. And to be in a situation where you're around men, where I just don't want to be harassed by women and their nonsense and all of this craziness. And I can just work and be forced to work and just solve problems. Just deal with that. I would rather just be with men and the immigrants. And that's where the money is at anyway. That's you make anyone who's making over 100,000 a year. You're working with a lot of men and a lot of immigrants. Everyone in tech, that's the whole entire tech industry, are veterans. And most of the women who work in tech are vets themselves, men, and a lot of the immigrants, of course, because of H-1B. Everyone, everywhere else is these people like Carmelo's mother, and they stay begging. They stay causing trouble. They cause so much trouble in the workplace. So much trouble. And then on top of that, they're HR. They are HR. And so you can complain. The HR does nothing but protect them. So then eventually the company is everyone's eventually going to get fired. Everyone, within a few years, it always happens. They're going to fire everyone and they'll just bring in contractors because they bring so much liability. They cause so much trouble. We can't even have full-time employees. We'll just hire contractors and then mitigate risk that way and save money. They cause a lot of these companies. When people complain about private equity, they complain about BlackRock. They're not telling the whole truth. The truth is Galt calls them bull mammies, but they are predators. You cause so much trouble at the workplace that private equity has to come in and save the day because everyone eventually gets fired because you don't work and you bring in so much liability. You bring so much liability. It's like, what the hell is this? So you're a problem. You're a problem. People can't even go to an office because of you. Remember during the pandemic, everyone was working from home, yet there was not one drop in production. Why was that? Because we weren't having to deal with you. We're at home. We don't have to deal with you and your problems, you and the trouble that you cause. I can just work in peace. That's why everything was so nothing, there were no problems, no loss in production. There were so many jobs because finally we could all just work at home in peace.
Let's play this clip real quick.
I mean, right now we're in a nightmare. Doesn't feel real. We've been up all night crying, praying, waiting for family to come in. We have some family who has made it. We just right now lost for words, waiting for him to give us a call as soon as possible.
So you haven't heard from him just yet?
We heard from him yesterday. He has actually suffered from seizures, so we actually have to bring his medicine to the courthouse. So we wait.
That's another thing that I don't believe.
For them to give us instruction to get there.
We know Carmelo from the courtroom, but tell us, who is he? What kind of person is he? What kind of son is he at home?
He is a wonderful son. He's a wonderful student.
3.7 GPA, worked 2 jobs. He
worked 2 jobs because you decided to live at, damn, man.
I'm sorry, baby, for cutting you off. He was actually taking online classes during all of this and still held a great GPA going through this traumatic time.
He was a kid. If I didn't say it, he was a captain of his track team, football team. He was working 2 jobs. He actually saved the kid life. That the mom.
Yeah.
Okay, then why not just go? Okay, if he's such a leader, why did he not set up his own team's tent?
And the whole thing with the seizures, I don't understand. If your kid suffers from seizures, why the fuck is he playing football?
I know, and he's a receiver at that. He's a receiver.
Come on, man, that shit make no sense. That's what my wife.
And then what? Then why are you running around stabbing people? If Austin is giving you so much trouble, why did you not just reciprocate and buck your chest? Like at the most, they could have just thrown hands. At the most, but it should have never even gotten to that because you should have just left the tent. Just leave the tent and go set up. Okay, so first off, that kid, these Black people are something else, Latino for Trump. These Black adults in their 40s and 50s, they're over here blaming that teenager, the one who was a witness, saying that he didn't know Carmelo. He didn't know Carmelo. Oh, well, what about all these pictures you have with Carmelo? So what? So what?
I've seen him.
So what? So like that's the thing, Latino, everybody knows, especially if you're in an area where there are not that many Black people, you greet each other, you're polite, you say hello. There's not that many of us. So you just make sure to say hello and, hi to each other. Maybe go have dinner. Maybe go have a party, whatever. But we're not friends. We're just Black people in Frisco, just being cool and polite, getting to know each other. Like, I don't know you like that. Slow down. I'm not friends. Like Black people do that all the time, Latino. What they do is, okay, here's the grift. It actually is a grift. So Black people will and older Black people do this to young Black people all the time, especially at the workplace. So you will be at your job, have like an older Black person who will just kind of force themselves onto you. They'll start trying to be your friend, be nice. Oh, we're friends. I'll be your play mommy. I'll be your play mommy. We're play cousins. We're play cousins.
Mm.
They do that because they want you to be obligated to them. They want you to buy things for them. They want you to buy them food, groceries, lunch, buy their kids Pampers, buy their kids diapers, formula. Gimme, 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 gimme. It's a grift. It's a grift. It's how Black people scam each other. They will look for an easy target, and they know I can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So as opposed to like being rough, they will finesse you. And if you're not if you're not accustomed to their grift, you will be one of their many targets. It's happened to me before. And once you've realized what's going on, they won't leave you alone. And they do this at the workplace. They do this. That's the thing, though, is like you have to move away from them. Let me tell you a story. Where I live, I one of the older white people, I was just chatting with them at the lake, and they invited me to church for Bible study. I'm Catholic, it's Protestant. Like I'm not supposed to go into like Protestant churches, but I just did anyway. They invited me, and I live here in this house by myself, not near my family. So I went there. Everything was fine. But then after Protestant church service, this woman approached me and said, "Hey, my father-in-law wants to speak to you." So I was like, okay. So they just parted ways, and this white guy in a wheelchair approached me. He kept begging for my phone number, wanting my phone number. But here's what happened. He had a friend, a Black guy who was his friend. Remember, this is the white guy who looks low income in a wheelchair. So he's disabled. He had a Black friend. He was telling me that he wants me to like accompany the Black friend to the church. This church is all white. But the Black friend, who is a criminal, by the way, because the white guy in the wheelchair told me he didn't feel comfortable going by himself. The Black friend wanted like someone he didn't want to just be there by himself. So it's like, oh yeah, you're a Black woman. Why don't you come here with my friend to the church?
Come on, Latino, you got to stop supporting this shit, OG.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, who's a criminal. And it really freaked me out because number one, so this Black guy finds this white guy who's disabled, probably wants a friend. You're going to befriend him, and a way that you can finesse your way into white spaces. Oh, found a Black woman who's already here in the church as a guest to other white people. It's not my church. And then we can be like friends, like, almost like matchmaker. That's how they get in to like white spaces, like these criminals. Like Black people do that. They always try to find white people, easy targets, whether it's a Black person or a white person, to get into white spaces so that they can continue running their grift. But they need an anchor. They need someone to vouch for them. I can't tell you, they're always, and white Christians are an easy target because these white Christians always want to be kind, especially to Black people. Oh, you need help. Oh, I'm here. I'll help you.
Yeah, and then they give them $500, and then they give them $500. And
they'll start like look at what JP does. Look what JP does. Who does JP call? Who does JP call? JP has so much to say about white people. When he calls a white church and then give him $500 via debit card.
They help him. But now, can he count the same way on the people that he loves so much?
Like, say it again?
Can he count the same way on the people that he loves so much?
Oh, Black people have no money. He's always begging $30 from Black people. He asked someone that you and I both know, Latino, for $30, but he'll ask white people for $500. He's always begging, and then using your eldest daughter to raise all these children.
Jesus.
Just scam after scam. Yeah, auntie. Oh yeah, she's my auntie. Auntie, their plug is auntie. Auntie, yeah, Lynn, you know what I'm talking about. They run scam after scam after scam. And if you don't know what's going on, you will fall for it. They will use and abuse like a Black person's good nature and a white person's good nature. Here's the thing. The real reason they don't like these Asians don't want to deal with you. You keep robbing their stores, they don't want to deal with you. They don't want, and the immigrants are not going to, you run this scam on like Black immigrants. but you can't run it on these Asians. The Asians don't want to deal with you. They're not. You can't go there and beg an Asian. They're not going to give you anything. Pay or get out.
Yeah,
The Asians want you. Pay or get out. Like pay, you can't. And then you, what do? You end up robbing the Asians,
we're the
and you
Asians
think they're
here
going to
that's
do anything.
we're struggling here as much as you. At least we're trying to do something about it.
Jesus Christ! Like this whole situation with Carmelo, the grift is getting up because they really support the criminals. When John Galt, that situation that happened to John Galt, where one of those tenants, one of those people, told John, "If I'm gonna get one of these YNs after you." That guy Ernest threatened John that he was gonna send the YNs after
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
And what's crazy is when they stole this bike, they started questioning John about why didn't he lock his bike? Why didn't he do this
It's
to his bike?
always your fault. It's always your fault. It's always your fault. You can live. The Carmelos wanted to move to Frisco because you can move to Frisco and you can leave your packages on your front door for weeks or
Same
months
here.
on end.
Same
It will
here.
be right there.
Same here.
I can leave. I don't even. I can leave a Range Rover. I bought a pink Range
You know how
Rover.
many packages have been stolen where I used to live in Dorchester, dude? Like, oh, I can name them like more than 6 times. Packages have been missing from here now where I live. Not one.
Not one.
One.
No. You don't get your packages stolen. You don't even need to lock your car. You can leave a $2,000 handbag on your passenger seat, car unlocked. Nothing is going to happen.
I had packages that weren't even mine. That were like maybe, the neighbor across or even like 2 houses down. And I fucking just got up and put it right at their door.
Ricky Z, I left packages on my front door. I was traveled to work. I was still ordering off Amazon, ordering online. My packages, I'm talking 6 months, 7 months. I wasn't even at home. Those packages were still right there. Nothing, not a single thing. My neighbors were wondering where I was. The police, well, we're just doing a wellness check. We know that you have a lot of packages here. Oh, I'm traveling for work. Okay, just making sure. We're just a little worried about you. That's fine. Please call me wellness check because I called them because I don't even the HOA, nothing happens, nothing. And of course, I'm Black Karen. One of those Amazon guys trying to speak to my neighbor's daughter, little blonde girl. She likes to just walk, enjoy the neighborhood. Amazon guy, no. I told her mother, like, who is this Negro?
Shit, man.
I outright, you're not going to come here because I knew what they're doing. The mother, my neighbor, her daughter is actually 24 years old. I thought she was 14. She looks so young. I thought she was 14. My neighbor said, oh, no, she's 24. No. The little girl, that's my daughter. She's special. Oh, okay. Of course. So when I saw Amazon, this Negro chat real friendly, I immediately told her mother. Like, you're not going to come here, take advantage of this girl who likes to walk the neighborhood. So the Amazon driver, you're noticing her because she lives at home. She's 24. I know she has a little job, I think at Jason's Deli. Little job, she lives at home. She's 24. She's special. Stay at home with your mother. You're my neighbor's daughter. Like hell, I'm going to be okay with some random Amazon driver. You're just chatting with her. And I know for a fact she likes to walk around the daughter. Like she just walks around the neighborhood. Negro, hell no. And why are you talking to her? Because you see an easy target. And then before you know it, you're gonna ask to come like hang out or come inside, and then you're gonna try to pull squatters right. No. They're always looking for a way in to like white spaces. They're always looking for easy targets. If you are a single woman, especially a single Black woman, and you look like you have a little bit of money about yourself, so you got a little job or a career, they're coming after you minute one. You are a target. They're always looking, or if you are like like an older white person, like, oh, like we're friends. Like, what are you doing with like, what are you hanging around? This as a white person on SSDI. What what are you doing? What do you have in common?
Yo. I mean, yo. This man have this man have a lawsuit in his hands. He's trying to sue the police department for $20 million after this video has surfaced in 2003, and it's become a meme and a whole bunch of shit online. So he's suing basically for assassination of character, the emotional distress, and a whole bunch of other shit. Check this out.
Stay. I ain't doing shit, bro. I got gun right there. I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying what you saying. Oh yeah, fuck. I'm not. Oh my god.
Fuck up.
Okay. Down. Oh my fuck. Oh my god.
It's funny how the tone changes from.
Stay. I ain't doing shit, bro. I got gun right there. I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying what you saying. Oh yeah, fuck. I'm not. Oh my god.
Fuck up.
Okay. Down. Oh my fuck. Oh my god.
You want it again?
No, man.
Shut the fuck up. You was big and bad. Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you see how he went from 100 to 0 real quick.
Oh gosh. Latino, the funny thing is, I would not be surprised if that guy, if he has no tags on his car.
Or something,
I bet you that he has no tags. Latino, every weird. I bought a house. I bought a house in a city, in a county that is like 95% white.
Oh, dude. I'll beat the
Yet
shit out of
they
that guy.
always find a way here. And the second they see me, they always do the craziest, weirdest shit. Like they will follow me around, follow me into areas that only are for residents, even though nobody else has ever done it, but they will do it. They'll do it. They're always looking for a way in. And if they see a Black person, that's an in for me too. They love to just find
It's like they
Black
just gotta
people.
you just gotta look at each other. They'll be like, yeah. They give you that. They give you the nod, like the up and down, and you're looking at them and you're giving them the no, like no.
Oh no. If you even lock eyes, even any sort of interaction, they think it's an end. There's no such thing as no. There's no such thing as leave the tent.
Yeah, but we black though. It's like
every single problem, everything goes back to them. How is it 95% white? I did to move away from you. That's why some of them here on YouTube, like this one guy, Random Independent, he's mad at me from CTs because I said I would rather live in a sundown town than around Black people. And not only that, I moved here.
I mean, dude,
taken away from them.
White, 89% white in the town that's only 10,000.
It is. And like Brave said, I literally, Latino, I even brought cupcakes to the police station just to introduce myself and say,
dude,
Brave actually said that, and I actually already had done that. It just was really funny.
How Brave said
you had to check in.
What's crazy is that my daughter had like this little thing for school, and you go to the police station, you go to the fire station, and you basically
I know what you're. It's like a civil. It's like civil academy or civic academy. They do that to promote like interaction with like the people, the residents, and like the police officers. Yeah, I actually did that.
I want to give them. So I had something in mind, and I'm about to start doing it now that you gave me the idea. But usually I see police officers, on a hot day, with the construction workers.
Bring water.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
Bring
I give
water.
water
Like
a snack or something, like a granola bar.
I have absolutely done that. Get like those portable coolers or those styrofoam coolers.
Yeah. I have one. I just got to put it in my dude. I have a Passat, so my trunk is fucking huge.
And just, right there, bring it and just tell. And I don't even like, I know I keep it completely wrapped. Like I don't open the water so they know it's sealed.
Yeah.
So they know
Same
it's
here.
sealed. It's not, so it's not, so they know it's not tampered with. Because I know that still you're a cop. And of course, just to let them know, like, hey, it's completely sealed, not tampered with. So you know that. And just bring like those portable styrofoam
Even the
with some
construction
ice.
workers, even the
And
construction.
construction workers, you'll just be cool. Just be cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I even like, little quick wave construction, what's up, let them know. I like roads, you're doing your job. Just be cool, especially if you like you're a homeowner. Like I live here. I live here. And I tattle. Like, I'm Black Karen. I tattle. I sure as hell do.
Oh, dude, I'm a civilian. I already told you.
Sit here. I bought a home paying property taxes. You're gonna come
I'll
here
come and beat the shit
be
out of you. I'll be
mad,
like,
dangerous,
all
and
right,
cause
come
trouble.
on my door, and by the time you get here, the police will be here waiting. Oh, you a pussy, you a snitch. Fine, let that be it, because at the end of the day, I got daughters now.
Right, and you have children
I
enrolled in these
I don't
schools.
think the way I would probably have thought, maybe 15 years ago. I'm a
Everything
civilian now.
Yeah, like when you're regular people, you have a family, you have a home, you have a spouse, you're paying property taxes, you're going,
Yeah, I'm a civilian now.
you want, like, you go to like a high school game, like you go to a football game, go to like my neighbors,
Oh, dude,
both
I
of
go
their
to a whole bunch
sons.
of events here in the
You
town.
go to all, like, you go, and you don't even have to have kids. Like, yeah, of course I want to like go to, or like you buy like their cookies, or you buy stuff that the high schoolers are selling. You like, it's community, the real community, like you support, not letting these people, they will come to infiltrate and cause trouble, and they always look for an easy target. I cannot tell you, Latino, the craziest stories are them. It's them. Like, how are you even this far north in the mountains? Like, how did you get this far? Because they're always looking for easy targets. They are always looking for easy targets. And I do think that's what Carmelo's family was looking for. They were trying to escape into white suburbia. Or Irving, it was just too, like, you can't run your scams there. It's Irving. Those Asians in Irving are not going to play games with you. They're like agents in Houston. They're not tolerating your BS. You can't run that with those Asians. You can't run it with those Hispanics. So you're going to come here where all the white Hispanics are, all the Indians are in their businesses and their children and their money, and you think you can cause trouble here. Carmelo's family.
I think Umar Johnson is forgetting the fact that maybe just maybe he did not want his girlfriend on the stand, because of the simple reason that they were looking at this case through the lens of the outside of the courtroom instead of the inside, right? So it was like, if it was a black girl, we'll put her in the stand. But since she's Latina, a lot of brothers and sisters, that are donating are not going to want to donate after this. You get what I'm saying?
I think her family got involved. I think her family told her, don't get involved. I really do. I really do believe her family said, stop it. You're done. Just stop it. I do. Like, don't let that little girl get involved. In high school, no. And why would she be a character witness? Like, that's the thing. Like, this little high school little relationship, it's over. It's done. She just stay away from him. That is, I think that's what happened. And he's not even from Dallas.
It's like, that could have been you,
from Dallas.
That slapped you or something.
The little Hispanic girl, the little Hispanic girlfriend, more than likely her mother went to TJ, went to North Dallas High School. Like, and this one, Katrina, and this little boyfriend you have, Louisiana, and they're thinking Katrina. Oh, hell no. Okay, you're done. Okay, he had a nice car, whatever. The family moved here, whatever. But he stabbed someone. He's like, these people are not getting it. He stabbed someone. There is nothing that is going to justify this. And if you really think there's like, well, Carmelo was self-defense. Carmelo was standing his ground. If you really believe that, there was something that Austin said. Austin said, this is Frisco. Austin said that. This is Frisco. You can do that in Dallas, you can do that in Irving, but you cannot run this in Frisco. Carmelo and his family don't get that because they're Katrina. You don't get that. Whatever you think you can pull in Katrina and St. Charles, in what is that? The Ninth Ward, the roughest hood in America, whatever you can pull there, you're not doing it here. This is Plano. Plano. It's Frisco.
Give me 1 second. Let me play the banner real quick.
And Lim, you know what I'm talking about. Lim, you know full well what I'm talking about.
Let me play the banner real quick.
Burning, burning bridges. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yeah, where she at?
Where she at? BD. What up, BD?
Hey, I'm gonna say what I gotta say as soon as I get out this car.
Yo, I wanted to ask you too about unfortunately, the Celtics are hard-headed people. They have a hard time letting go of basketball players. And unfortunately, Antetokounmpo landed in Miami. God damn, man. Fuck. I really wanted him to play with Jason Tatum.
Well, I don't know how him and Bam are gonna coexist when they're the same kind of player, but we'll see.
What I said. It's very dumb. But now the next step for the Celtics should be if we do get rid of Brown, we should get what's his name? The center from the Kings. I ain't gonna mention his name because I'll butcher.
Sabonis.
Yeah,
because your girlfriend that you dating at the time.
We need him over here. Definitely. And get rid of White too.
Well, here's the thing. Giannis wouldn't have fit the Celtics anyway.
They're not gonna stick around.
Yeah, he would, man. He would. Because we got Brown. You got rid of Brown because that was the problem. It's too many. We were taking too many threes, man. We need an inside person, and we got Tatum that does the in and the out, and then we would have Giannis take care of the in and the rebounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been good, man.
But Giannis don't stay healthy long enough to make a difference, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think.
Convicted of the mark.
I think he wasn't really trying too much because it's like, damn, man, am I really gonna like blow myself up in a team that I see that it's not gonna go anywhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my thing is you still got to stay healthy, though. I'm not willing to give up all those first round picks for somebody who can't give me a full season.
How many first rounds did they give up?
3.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot. I thought it was 2. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. So Hero goes
3 first round picks. That's a lot for somebody who don't stay healthy.
And he's what? He's in his 30s.
He's 32. He's still in his prime. That's not the issue. The issue is he don't stay healthy.
Yeah, it's the same thing with what's his name?
With Embiid. Same shit.
Porzingis. Same thing when we
Yeah.
had him here.
You see, when Porzingis was healthy, Porzingis put y'all over the top when he was healthy.
Yep.
But he can't stay healthy long enough to, to do anything. The one good year you got out of Porzingis when he was healthy, they won it all because you really can't stop Porzingis when he's healthy. But he don't never stay healthy.
No,
so
it's like fragile.
But my comment was about the Carmelo Anthony shit. Yo, Latino, I'm gonna keep it funky for you. If Austin Metcalf was my son, Carmelo Anthony, a trial would have been the least of his worries.
I understand that, but in the legal aspect, it's like, dude, it is what it is. You got what you got. But I as a parent, would you have still taken the apology from him and his family if they would have given it to you?
Yes.
And that's all
because that's the noble thing to do. Especially if a parent, you know what I mean, that kid did something horrible and they come and they contrite about their apology. Of course I'm gonna accept their apology because they ain't do it. You know, they can't control the actions of their kids. They're not around their kids 24/7 to control them. See, that was a mistake that, Carmelo Anthony parents ain't shit. That's just bottom line. His parents ain't shit. In my opinion. I don't think Carmelo Anthony's parents is worth the paper they printed on.
But
that's just my opinion.
You think it would have made a difference, though? Let's be honest here. Like, you don't think it would have made a difference from the sentence?
No, absolutely not. Being Frisco, Texas, bro. No, that shit would have meant nothing there.
Man, I would have thought, the people in Texas, and all those places down there would be more.
Listen, North Texas is like North Georgia, Latino. That shit wouldn't have meant beans up there. But still, it was still up to Carmelo Anthony parents, though. They still could have met with Austin Metcalf parents and made peace, though. That's the noble thing to do.
Yeah, I would have too. I mean, both sides, bro. Like, that's just because I would have tried to find some type of closure after, because to be honest, I'm gonna be down for a week or two.
Okay, but BG, there's no Forsyth
for the rest of my life.
BG, do you know Forsyth's history? And I'm a genuine question. Do you know Forsyth's history?
Not off the top of my head, Ponder. No.
Okay, no. There's no Forsyth. There's no Forsyth in far North Dallas. There really is not an equivalent. Like that type of history that they have. Oh, it's Forsyth. Just look it up. Just look it up. Whenever you have a chance, you're a history guy. Look up Forsyth's history. Look up Lake Lanier's history. There's really no equivalent. Like I of course, anyone familiar with both areas see where you are coming from, because you have Dallas and then you have far North Dallas, which, as you said, is like North Georgia. But like when we're talking like racism, like real serious history, racism, like scary, disturbing, Forsyth, there's nothing in far North Dallas like Forsyth. And furthermore, Frisco, like that whole, they're also far north. So North Georgia does not have a Hispanic population like North Dallas. Nowhere in Georgia really has a Hispanic population or even a Hispanic history. Like Texas is former Mexico, so there's always been a Hispanic population.
That's not true about the suburbs of Atlanta. Have a huge Hispanic population.
No. Okay, but you said North Georgia. You didn't say the suburbs. You said North Georgia.
There's no Hispanics in North Georgia. No, hell.
Right.
They all in the suburbs of Atlanta, all the Hispanics.
Exactly, correct. So that you can basically say the same thing similar to what we're discussing now with like Frisco, Plano, McKinney, like the Hispanic population. It's definitely upticked. It's definitely increased. But it's not too surprising because it's still Dallas. It's still Dallas Fort Worth, which just has like that Mexican history. So there and the number of Indians H-1B who are going to Texas. So because Texas is just so pro-business, and has always had white people, Black people, Hispanic people, that it always has had that 1/3 Black, 1/3 white, 1/3 Hispanic. It can wax and wane, but it's always been like that 3 group for like 150, 200 years, always. But Georgia is not like that. Remember, Georgia, first off, it's Georgia, and it's always been Black and white. And then the history of Georgia. And that history still carries over into Georgia. Still does. You don't see asking you, have you actually driven into North Georgia? Driven into Forsyth?
I mean, I had to pass through. I had to pass through there to get to Tennessee. So yeah.
To get where?
To Tennessee.
Oh yeah. You drive through North. It's very, very different. It's very, very, very different. And then you have all these Ahmaud Arbery, and then there were these two twins. One of the twins in North Georgia, they claim committed unalived himself, a teenager. The parents say no. That is a whole different situation. And it's yeah. Oh yeah.
But my thing is, I'm just sick of the whole Carmelo stuff. Only because if this was your son, you would want justice. If it was my son, 35 years not enough. If it was my son, 35 years wouldn't have been enough to satisfy me. So all this race baiting with children, to me, is abhorrent. If you ask me,
Yeah,
you race baiting with kids. That shit is just disgusting work to me. It'd be different. It'd be different if we were dealing with grown folks, but we dealing with kids, bro. I don't give a fuck. 16, 17, you're a child at 16, 17. You're a child. And the fact that these folks want to race base and make racial kids is disgusting to me. I'm sick of it at this point.
he got what he got. We're gonna have to see what happens with the appeal. But after the appeal, hopefully this is a story will be put behind us.
Right. I mean, my thing is accept the verdict and move on. Once he get his appeal, if his appeal don't go through and they still find him guilty, yeah. Right. I mean, my thing is accept the verdict and move on. Once he get his appeal, if his appeal don't go through and they still find him guilty, yeah. Right. I mean, my thing is accept the verdict and move on. Once he get his appeal, if his appeal don't go through and they still find him guilty, yeah.
Yo, you have a delay or something, Ponder.
Oh, okay, I know that's not me. I was on mute.
That was Ponder. Yeah, I don't know whoever this Wag Star guy is, but Ponder's very insightful. That's all I have to say.
But yeah, I'm just sick of the whole Carmelo Anthony shit at this point. For me, it felt like they were trying to make it like OJ Part 2. You understand what I'm saying? The only difference is you're dealing with kids and not adults. That's what makes it so disgusting to me, that y'all doing this with children. Come on, man. These are kids at the end of the day. Where's you guys' humanity?
Oh yeah, and okay, but here's the thing though. There's a very good chance he's going to get a new trial. There is a possibility. Yeah, that's Collin County should have changed venue. Don't try this case in Collin County.
Yeah, but where did it happen though? That's my question, Ponder. Where?
They don't have the best history, Latino, Collin County.
But the crime was committed in Frisco, right?
Right, yeah, Collin County. So I just actually found this out. Frisco runs into Denton County as well. So they could have tried it in Denton County. They could have tried it in Collin County. I don't know. Depending on where the school is, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that Collin County better not have any problems. If he gets a new trial, it's because of a technicality. And this team they have, this new legal team, these people are very, very good. They have a lot of money and they're going to comb through everything. Remember how OJ got off? OJ got off in court because of a technicality, because Mark Furman pled the fifth to what is it? To evidence.
Planting evidence.
The planting evidence. Remember, Johnny Cochran directly asked him after F. Scott Bailey was asking him questions. Johnny Cochran said, wait. Have you ever planted evidence? Mark Furman responded, I plead the fifth, et cetera, et cetera. That's it. You cannot be the lead detective who just happened to find the bloody glove. And when you're asked under oath if you've ever planted evidence, you plead the fifth. That's doubt.
Hey, didn't he just pass away, Mark Furman?
Yeah,
like a
Mark
couple
Furman,
of weeks ago?
Bailey, they're both dead now. Yeah.
Okay.
And OJ. Like, you can't do that. Like, these little details, because the standard is so high, the bar is set so high. Because remember, it's not manslaughter. It's the M word. It's so the bar
Murder.
It has to be perfect. So if there's any slight doubt, that's it. It's over. It's done. It's over. And
well, the defense messed up by not moving the trial to begin with. That's supposed to be the first thing the defense do is move the trial. You know, you wasn't going to get a so-called fair trial in that county. There was no way you was going to get a fair trial there.
Speedy, they're going to find it. They're going to find something, because at the end of the day, regardless, because Carmelo, in my opinion, what happened to him, he's deserving of. For you to do what you did to that boy, Carmelo, you did it. That's me. But at the end of the day, Carmelo has a constitutional right to a fair trial. A fair trial. So if Collin County messed that up, then you screwed over not just Carmelo, that means you screwed over this Metcalf family. If he gets a new trial, that's Collin County's fault, because they should have, or the defendant, changed venue. Also, BD, Latino for Trump, Collin County is already on the shit list with the DNC because of some issues with Ken Paxton, the Attorney General in Texas. Like, there's already a lot of BS going on around in Collin County, and they've had some other criminal cases that are it's just a cluster of confusion. Like, they have a lot of problems that they're able to kind of hide and skirt on by. They've had the FBI at their doorstep because of another case with in regards to a kidnapping. They've had the FBI. You're not on the good list. That's all I have to say. So if you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to have an appellate court, especially the NAACP lawyers now at your doorstep, and they're going to comb through everything, not just Carmelo, but everything else. If you're going to find something, all they need is a technicality, just something small. He's going to get a new trial.
Well, my thing is, you raised $600,000 and you couldn't afford a defense team to get the trial moved. That's on you, bro.
BD, that's what I brought up to John Galt. And they're like, no, well, they're going to have the trial now. That's when people keep saying that maybe the defense was in on it, or the defense was too close to prosecution. The defense did not want to interfere with their relationship with Collin County Court. That's warranted. Like, the people who say that, they're not inherently wrong. They're not inherently wrong. Like, BD, Dallas is so insulated and so incestuous and borderline insidious. It's very, very good, like the good old boys club. Like, if you're not from there, if you don't know how it is, they will screw you over. And you may be the defense is going to get paid regardless, but the defense is always going to seek their relationships first. These attorneys want to protect their relationships with these courts. So you don't know if he's really on your side. When people like this Mike Howard guy, he's a professor at the law school in Dallas. He's deep in Dallas. He teaches in Dallas. Do you really want to screw over your connection to Collin County Court and Dallas Court, but especially Collin County and any future potential cases they have there? And you may even know someone in Collin County. You may know someone in the police department. You may know someone in the DA's office. You may even know a judge. You may have gone to school with the judge. Like, it's like that over there. Like we really don't know how this Mike Howard guy even got himself to be put in a position to be Carmelo's attorney. Because BD, Dallas has a lot of very good Black attorneys. But someone convinced this family who was not from Dallas, oh, no, go with Mike Howard. No, go to a white attorney. And apparently, Charleston White, who was from Dallas, told Carmelo's father, you should get the white attorney instead. Because they initially had a Black attorney. They were looking at other attorneys who were more pro-defense or more pro-defendant. But Charleston White got into this guy's head, the father, and said, no, go to this white attorney, go to the white attorneys. And then you have Mike Howard, who teaches at a law school. Okay, great. He must know what he's doing. And now look what happened. So we really like BD. I mean, you're a New Yorker. You know, I mean, you people of all people, you are so like insulated. It's so insulated. You don't even fool with outsiders. New York does not fool with outsiders. I don't know who's more comparable, like Dallas or New York. Like New York City, like you don't fool with outsiders. If someone from the outside stabs your son from Frisco, like your son, a Frisco kid, people are all going to come together and get rid of him and the family because you don't fit in.
Yeah, that part. They definitely, if we can't get you, we coming after your family. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
definitely
what happened.
that.
I think that's what happened. Like, because they're thinking like BD, they're thinking Katrina, like Hurricane Katrina. A lot of people in Dallas do not like Katrina people. Even Speak Radio, and he's from Dallas. Speak Radio's from Texas. And he even said that one of those Katrina people like robbed him. And Katrina people, they're just mad niggerish like that. They are. And now one of them from Baton Rouge, you leave Irving. Why did you leave Irving? Why didn't you just stay in Irving? But now you come into Frisco, and which is like you said, BD, it is very similar to like North Georgia, like Macon, Georgia, Cumming. Where else? What other city? What is it? Like, you know, some of these others, like think like Duluth.
Nah, Duluth is Atlanta suburbs. You were right with Macon.
Black. That's Macon's real white. Macon's real white. Like you go there and then you unalive one of their sons, stab that boy through the heart, and their son is a linebacker who's basically like Tom Brady Jr. And there's two of them. There's a twin. Oh hell no, no. I wouldn't be surprised if Carmelo's attorney was. I really wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. Because Frisco was a lot like North Georgia up until about 15, 20 years ago, until H-1B. And BD, H-1B got into Plano because of Ross Perot from back in the day. Ross Perot built Plano. Like, think of like, BD, think Ted Turner.
Hell, Ross Perot built a lot of things. That man was a multi-billionaire.
Yes.
That's why his candidacy was viable, because he had the money to spend.
And he had the money, and he's the one who built Plano. Think Ted Turner. Like in Atlanta. Who's like a big time New Yorker? I don't know. I don't know, like Ed Koch. I guess like Ed Koch, like becoming a huge entrepreneur and then like building something huge, or like the Guggenheim family. I mean, you're from New York, and you think of like the huge families, like a huge. Okay, look at where you went to high school, BD. Where you went to high school?
Yeah, the Stuyvesants. Yeah.
And that history, that Peter Stuyvesant, like he built a school, he built Wall Street, like built New York to be the New York that we all know. That's like what Ross Perot did to Plano. Like that's like the closest thing I can explain.
Well, isn't Elon Musk doing something like that in Texas now with the SpaceX shit, building the city?
Yeah, he did build a city. Yeah, basically in like South Texas. Yeah, which would be like the new like Canaveral. So like Space City. Yeah, like a whole like how Houston is like a huge like privatizing NASA. So Elon is kind of like doing that. Correct. Yeah. So you see how where you're from, how Peter Stuyvesant built like in the VOC and the Dutch built New York City. That is kind of like what Ross Perot did for Plano, what Ted Turner did for Atlanta, what Elon is doing for South Texas. Yeah, correct. And now imagine BD, like the hood comes and like acts crazy. I think that's what they're thinking. That's what they're.
Well, again, you can't raise $600,000 and tell me that you couldn't get the trial moved. That's the only issue I take with the Carmelo Anthony trial is where the trial was. There was no way he was going to get a fair trial there. But should he have went down for the crime? Absolutely, he should have. Because if that would have been my son, I would want justice. And it wouldn't matter what color the kid was.
Same.
It wouldn't have mattered to me.
I agree with you.
So I don't be wanting to hear all that race shit. Because if this was your son, you would want justice. Period. 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 Period.
Amen. A fucking man. And that's what I said. I'm like, I got 2 daughters, and I'm like, I cannot imagine my daughter being killed, and then people saying, "Hey, no, your daughter deserved to get killed." And it's like, what?
Right. You know how irate that would make you?
Okay, Aztec. Okay, it's not that. Okay, how should I say this? If Collin County made any mistake, because if Carmelo receives a new trial, it will be through a technicality. If Collin County does not have the greatest history, I'll just leave it at that. That is why I'm saying that to give it a fair trial, Carmelo, and of course justice for what happened to Austin and his family, to move it out of Collin County so that no one can run there was impropriety. Oh, it's Collin County, they're racist. So we can't. So there's
right. That's all I'm saying. If they would have had just a single black juror, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Because
if they'd have just had one black juror.
If you had, like, even right there, because they're going to make the argument about not having a black juror. They are. But here's the thing. If you had a black person on that jury, and especially someone from Texas, and because black people in Texas don't really like Louisiana like that because they are just mad niggerish. And you're coming here stabbing this linebacker, this Texas white boy, trust and believe, black people are not going to just sit quietly and let that go. Not a black person in Texas, because we're black. No, you just cannot come into Texas and start running around stabbing these Texas white boys who's a linebacker in Frisco. There's no race. No one's protecting. There's no race right there. Like they're not going to use race as an example because the whole story is just so crazy. It's just that bad. There's no stand your ground. There's no self-defense. What self-defense argument? Because the black person is going to be, okay, why didn't you just not go back and forth with him? Okay, so he was talking shit. Of course he's talking shit. He's a linebacker. You go to a different high school. Why did you not just leave the tent? Carmelo, if you're not the captain of your track team and your football team, and on top of that, you're a receiver, and then someone's going to bring up like the Cowboys. Like, this is what these people do. Why did you not pull up the tent? And you're in Frisco, and now you're acting a whole damn fool. And now Jerry Jones is going to it's like, no. There's so many black people in Texas. They're going to think way more past race because at the end of the day, these are high schoolers. The black people you hear on YouTube who really do believe that Carmelo is justified in doing what he did to Austin, they're not from Texas. And these are also very violent people. These are people who are felons on YouTube who rationalize using violence. Nobody black from Texas, definitely not from DFW, not from Galveston, not from any of the surrounding cities, Texarkana. No one's going to be okay with someone from Louisiana stabbing a kid from Texas in Frisco, which is Cowboys country. Jerry Jones has a house there. You're going to come here and stab this linebacker who already is very respected at his own high school. And Austin's high school is 20% black. So everyone knows that Austin and his brother were not wanting for Carmelo to leave because he was black. They wanted the Centennial kid gone. You're not in our high school. Go away.
Right. That's what it was. That's where the allegiance was. It wasn't about no race. It was about competing high schools.
Exactly.
Period.
That's
It wasn't
all it
about no
was.
black and white shit. It was about a rival high school against another rival high school. That's all it was.
BD. And BD, that's all it was. And I don't know if you were here earlier, BD, Austin's coach told him.
It wasn't about me, no black.
And also, BD, I don't know if you were here earlier. Austin's coach told him, Austin, go set up the tent, go be a leader.
Boom.
Austin was told to be a leader. Austin put up that tent himself because he was told to be a leader, because he's a captain. Austin was being bred to be like a little mini, I shouldn't say Brady, more Aikman. BD, that's mini Aikman. That's a Troy Aikman right there. That's not Brady. This is Dallas. For Troy Aikman. 90s. And Jerry Jones is here. Jerry Jones goes to these games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones go to a lot of high school games. I mean, Texas is a high school football
That's
bastion.
that's where the Cowboys training camp is, BD. I've told you that. Like Jerry Jones. Let me find this picture for you. Hold on. Let me find it for you. Speaking about Frisco, here's a picture of Jerry. Let me find this picture for you.
But yeah, I'm just sick of people trying to make it about race.
It's
it
not
wasn't
race at
about
all.
race at all.
Nothing about race.
It was just two rival high schools competing. That's pretty much what it boiled down to.
Like, and who wants the rival high school underneath your tent?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
What do you do? Go away. And there was no rain. First off, it was already hot. Let it rain so these kids can cool off. Like, what rain? The real issue is the heat. Why would Carmelo need to get out from underneath the rain? No, Negro, get in the rain and cool off. It's hot. Go away. Like, go put it
I still think his parents ain't shit though. But that's just my personal opinion.
They're Katrina. They're Katrina. Katrina has been going into DFW, running a whole damn muck, causing trouble. BD, you know how I guess there's like a little rivalry with Jersey and New York, but people from Jersey work in New York and then drive back to Jersey. That's not even Louisiana. Like they won't even. They were supposed to build a train from New Orleans, I think it was Shreveport, into Dallas. They canceled that because they do not want Louisiana in Dallas. They are mad. Like, it's just unbelievable.
Well, you got to remember, you got a couple of million New Orleans folks in Texas from Katrina. Some of them went to Dallas, some of them went to Houston, but you got a lot of them that came from Katrina in Texas right now. A million of them at least. At least that.
They act crazy, BD. BD, it's been 20 years. They're just acting foolish. And one of them robbed Speak Radio. Speak Radio said so. Like, yeah, one of them robbed me. They are, BD, they are mad. Like, they're RNs. They are RNs, BD. Hard RNs.
Yeah, I'm just sick of the racial stuff. Like, okay, I'm sick of it.
Oh, okay. And BD, there were non-white people on the jury. So there were non-white, non-black people. There was a woman who was Muslim who wore the hijab. She was on the jury. There was, of course, some Indians and some Asians and some white folk, Hispanic and white folk, Hispanic, Indians and Asians, and a Muslim woman who wore a hijab. So the jury pool, the jurors who were chosen, they do reflect Frisco. What people are not getting is that a lot of people in Frisco who are Black are not homeowners. You're not a homeowner. You may be renting. You may have a child enrolled in the school because you're renting, but you're not a homeowner. And Collin County does not really fool. Like, you're not going to be on the jury if you're not invested like that. Like, they do ask you. They will ask you. They won't say anything, but they don't want, like, you're not a renter. Like, you're transient. If you don't own a home, you're not even from Dallas until you own a home. Like, where's your home? Like, that's it. You don't own a home. You did not go to high school. You're not born. Like, you're not, so you're just a transient coming in and out. Like, that's it.
From Baton Rouge.
From Baton, oh my God. It's Katrina. And New Orleans is still it smells very pissy there too.
Well, you know, the Cajuns, they a different breed, bro. They a different breed of black. Cajuns, the New Orleans folks,
Cajun
the
folks,
Baton Rouge. Yeah, they a different breed of black.
Well, they are. Dude, listen to their hip hop. I mean, look, Cash Money. Listen to Boosie. Even their hip hop is something crazy. Rap out of there is just out of this world.
Yeah, I mean, they real gutter because, you know, they grew up in the gutter. Like, New Orleans is the gutter once you get past the French Quarter. It's the gutter.
It's the roughest hood in the country. The roughest. They were averaging 2 murders every day. The roughest. The most violent hoods in the country. Lincoln Park, everyone knows about it. Ninth Ward, everyone knows about it. You don't even need to be from there. Everyone knows about their reputation. Then Katrina happened, and then everyone came into Dallas and Houston, just like you said. They tried to go to Atlanta. They got chased out. Some of them even ended up.
Yeah, they wasn't even trying to let them in Atlanta. They wasn't trying to let them in Atlanta. Nah.
Yeah, because Atlanta, they don't even want them there. So, and you can't kick them out of Dallas. Like, Dallas it's so big. They can find a pocket and hide. But Atlanta is it is the black Mecca. So won't let them go in there. Oh no, and they just kicked them out. And then some of them even went to Salt Lake City. Like, how did you get that far? Salt Lake City.
I don't even know.
All
right, well, Latino, thank you for having me up. I got to go back in, but I'll be in the chat.
Yeah, it wasn't raining like that, Lim. It wasn't raining like that. Like Lim, when it rains, but it's more like to cool off the air, Lim. Remember, like, just cool off. It's hot, so God will cool the air. That's what it was. It wasn't like serious rain. Oh yeah, they're not. Like, a lot of them were. Well, Aztec. We'll see what happens. But the appellate team, that's something serious, though. That appellate team, they're going to find something, and he's going to get a new trial. Watch what happens. It would be surprising if that did not happen. Yeah, he's going to get a new trial. I don't know why they just didn't let this. How sad. I feel so bad for Metcalf, his father. It's so sad. Oh, hi, Nate. Hey, Nate. Hello. Let's come up. Gianna's going to Miami. Yeah, he was given a lenient sentence. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Aztec, they are work colleagues. Hey, Latino, I'm going to drop. I didn't take a phone call. Oh, yeah, if you don't mind showing the new appellate team. I heard about them, but I know there's a whole bunch of people, but I'm not too sure. Ooh, hey, Latino, okay, I have to drop. Hey, Nate, we were just talking about the Carmelo case and the new appellate team and Frisco. So nothing to get. Well, what would worry me though? And Thunder Chicken, yes, I do have PTSD from the Bull Mammies. I do. Thunder Chicken, I really do. They did a number on me. I am still in like a state of shock with those women. It is frightening, Thunder Chicken. Yes, very much so. No, things could go worse for him with the retrial. I mean, there's a very good possibility that he may be able to, the appellate court
What up, Nate?
Of a technicality, the appellate court could request they may grant a new trial. We don't know. We do know that he does have a very competent and very well resourced legal team. There's some money, and they've taken this case pro bono. So there is some money, and the money is DNC, the Democrats. There's some money behind this new legal team, and there's Collin County. There's so much drama in Collin County with the Democrats and some other issues they're having that, yeah, a retrial.
You seen what's happening in California?
No, let me drop and I'll be in the chat. Let me drop. I'll hear what I'll watch you from the chat.
Because I'm probably gonna be on for like maybe another 10 minutes, but I'm not gonna look up any clips or anything. I'll just give you a brief. Good afternoon, Juan. So in California, there's a lot of investigations happening right now, and a lot of people resigning because of corruption. And shit, man. It's even Gavin Newsom is being investigated right now, and he thinks that it's Donald Trump, but in reality, it's not. It's his own state. And even what is it? This position, the guy that's in charge of the whole school thing, he had to resign because some money was, allocated somewhere for some AI program that was never used, but the money was used. So yeah, I'm telling you, California, bro, there's a lot of corruption. And then they also the DOJ is also investigating, the voting situation down there. So there's a lot of shit happening in California, man. It's just not news like that because they don't really want to talk about it so much. But yeah, man, like you guys should look into that. Yeah, a lot of stuff is being investigated in California at once, bro. Like it's just not one thing, dude. It's a lot of different entities, man, being investigated, bro. So just look out for that, man. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Clyde Davis died at the age of 94. So yeah, R.I.P. And I don't mean it in rest in peace. I mean rest in piss. Yeah, the guy was a piece of shit. But yeah, man, aside from that, I will be on later on. I want to talk about what you guys think about going back in time and talking about the Black Dahlia. If you guys don't know who that is, search it up and let me know because this is an interesting story, man. And that's when I want to say one of the first times in America where people realized that Hollywood, it's a fucked up place. And this lady, it was from I believe she was 17 or some shit like that from Springfield, Massachusetts. I could be wrong, but I gotta check this out. Yeah, man, that's a crazy story, dude. Shit happened in the 30s or 40s or something like that. She wanted to make it big, and all of a sudden they found this bitch's body, mangulated and fucking. Yeah, man, it's a crazy story. I kind of actually want to get into that tonight. Yeah, I want to get into that, and there was something else I had in my mind. Fuck, what was it? Oh, Kurt Cobain. Yeah, I want to get into that too. I want to talk a little bit more about that, and then hopefully we can have a discussion on that, and then an open panel. But yeah, I want to talk about Kurt Cobain. What I've been hearing lately that they might reopen this shit or something. I don't know. I don't know if this is true or not, but if it is, that will be interesting. That will be interesting because I just don't think this man did that to himself. Yeah, man. His mom died during COVID, man, which is fucked up. You know what I mean? Well, finally, man, you know, New York wins one, you know. Shit. Shout out to New York. But guys, hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, man, peace. Peace everywhere. Peace among all of us. Peace, 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 peace.
Burning, burning bridges is okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at? Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where she at?